When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Goldline's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable.
And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms? Light as a feather.
It's a Goldline.
It's a Goldline.
It's a Goldline.
And is the choice of champions.
Final stone.
Does he have it? Yes, he does! What a shot! John Schuster! Oh my goodness! A third of a rock for... That would make sense why he did curl.
Well, we got to not kill that. It's got to just be in the catch zone.
I mean, my gut is like hack to board and just roll 3 feet. 2 feet.
Yeah? Yeah, I think it's probably just hack.
You're always touching the 6.
I don't know that this leaves the 4 foot with hack.
Really good spots for Miller.
I think John's in a situation where he needs to send one of the right guards back.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, and it's dead nose and just, it's going to go spinning. This actually might catch two and just leak back.
I think it does.
Okay, so it might, close to dead nose.
Hammer something.
Extra focus of the players, because sometimes you just couldn't hear yourself thinking, and we needed to like use signs and show what we meant instead of just shouting out a number or like play this hit and roll kind of thing. We had to show everything, so that added another level, I guess, to our game. After that, we've been a little better when the crowd is loud or when you can't hear as well.
Johnson on this one here.
Can't hear yet for line ever.
No, they like line. Now does it have the speed? They like the line. Does it have the speed? They're going hard for line. You have to get by this top yellow. Trevor Johnson leaning on it. He's by it. Now does it stop in time? Has to stop in time. What a shot from Ryland Kleider. We thought it was maybe the hardest option up from the booth, but that's why we're not down there.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
Pushing limits.
Seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
it's a Goldline.
It's a Goldline.
It's a Goldline.
And it's the choice of champions.
We are live from the Sleeman Center in Guelph, Ontario, Canada. The WFG Masters 5th leg of the Grand Slam Curling Tour, the 2024-2025 season on World Tour. I'm Tyler George, joined here by two-time Scotties champion Chelsea Carey. Chelsea, we got a great matchup here. Team Dropkin from the USA, thank you very much, taking on Team Epping. Both teams having a strong season, obviously, here at the Slams. Team Epping, 12 events, 6 wins, 10 qualifiers this season. Dropkin, 9 events, 1 win, 6 qualifiers. For Team Epping, really rounding into form coming into playoff time. We'll take a look at the lineups here quick, too, as well. At skip for Team Dropkin, Corey Dropkin. At third, we have a lineup switch. Tom Howell will be at third. Andrew Stapera at second, and Mark Fenner at lead. And for Team Epping, skip John Epping, third Jake Horgan, second Tanner Horgan, and lead Ian McMillan. So Chelsea, as we said, we have a hot Epping team coming in here. You know, this first time back in the Slams for John and his squad for a while, but you know, their season leading into the playdowns now, I mean, it's kind of a little bit of a renaissance for John, getting back into that elite picture, and wouldn't be surprised at all to see them do some damage on the playdown scene this year.
Yeah, absolutely. They've unfortunately not been at their full best at this event so far, but we've seen them just play so well all season, and you have to like their chances in Ontario based on the way the season has gone so far. So hopefully they can bring their A game here tonight, and we should have a good shootout.
On the other side there for Team Dropkin, Nationals right around the corner for the U.S. and less than 2 weeks away. They'll be one of the front runners to represent the United States at the upcoming World Championships. Have won one before already, but Schuster wasn't playing in that Nationals. You know Corey wants to take that one down with John in the field. This is a great prep for them now, just with the Duluth Nationals coming up in a short period of time, but already got a win, and they're in playoff contention here.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously playing really well to get back into the Slams. I don't think they were at the last one, but played their way back into this one. So coming in hot and coming in hot to Nationals, looking to take John out for sure. I think that would be a really big victory for Corey. He's been knocking on the door for a really long time, and Schuster's just Schuster, and so he hasn't been able to break through. But obviously they're playing really well, so it should be fun to watch U.S. Nationals too.
Yeah, and for those that maybe haven't paid as much attention to Team Dropkin on tour too, with their results over the last 3-4 years, John's got the crown just because, until you're beaten, that's the way it is. But if you're looking at results, it's really kind of been 1A, 1B, if not Dropkin having the better results on tour. So coming into this Nationals, again, a good result for Corey here. Do nothing but give them confidence going in.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the last competitive event that a lot of these teams will play before their Nationals, both Canada and the U.S. Canadian playdowns are starting, but most of the teams here are not going to be in their provincial playdowns. They're going to go straight to that Brier and that Scotties. So big event here for a lot of these teams to decide what kind of momentum you're looking at and what kind of confidence you're bringing into your own Nationals.
And Chelsea, you've been a part of this process so many times, obviously, with those final couple of events leading into playdowns. How important was it for you as a player to feel like you really had a rhythm going with your team going into playdowns, or was it really something like, you know what, if we're not at our best going into this, at least we're getting out of our system? Or is that kind of just you react based on what happened in the previous
I think that's what you have to tell yourself if it didn't go well.
I always felt like we lost our last game before Nationals every time. I felt good about that.
Well, at some point, if it turns into success, then you're happy about it. But yeah, I think you're looking obviously to come in with some confidence, so hoping for a good week here. But it's also the best teams in the world, so it's a pretty hard one to. You don't want to tie too much to your results at this, just because slams are really hard. So you don't want to be kind of having what you're considering a crushing loss going into your national. So important to come in with the right attitude. But the teams that play well here and do well here for sure have one leg up a little bit going into their national championships.
Teams just finishing off the last shot draw, getting ready to start this feature matchup. And so important to get to that second win to have any sort of chance at qualifying here in the Slams. Obviously a 4-game round robin. So the third win usually gets you into the playoffs without any issue. 2 wins and you're in some tiebreaker scenarios. We've seen teams get straight in with 2 wins. We've seen teams play tiebreakers at 2 wins. We've seen teams eliminated without getting to play at all with 2 wins. So that last shot draw, again, with only a 4-game round robin, as you mentioned earlier in the week, Chelsea, kind of counts as another game.
Yeah, it's hugely important. If you have the best last shot draw, it basically is another win in your pocket, because it's still possible that you would get put in a tiebreaker if there's an even number of teams and things tied at that, but really good chance it gets you straight in. So the teams spend a lot of time focusing on how do we win that, not even the hammer so much, I mean that's super important too, but how do we win that last shot draw for the week, so that just in case you happen to get those 2 losses, you might get straight in anyway.
A sight you don't see very often there if you're looking on the screen. Robbie Doherty, our MC, yawning before the game starts. I didn't know that he was capable of that.
Somebody get Robbie a coffee.
Yeah, usually if I need energy, I just stand next to
just
Robbie.
Look at, yeah, he emanates it.
Good crowd here tonight at the Sleeman Center up in Guelph. Expecting to see crowds grow as the week goes on, as always happens here at the Slams. And once we get to the weekend, see some fans matriculating up from Toronto, about 45 minutes away.
There are still tickets available for the weekend, I understand. I don't know that there's many left, but there are a few. So if you're interested in coming down, if you're in the area, it'll be some great curling and some great entertainment. Definitely encourage you to come check it out. Grab your tickets before they sell out.
You get the telestrator going early. That's John Epping right there. Pointing right at him, the skip of Team Epping. That's Nicholas Edin. He's won 7 worlds. He's really good at curling.
He's very good at curling, yes.
And that's Phil Drobnik. He coaches everybody.
The people's coach.
Hi, Phil. There we go. So this is what happens when you give us too much time before the games and give me my toy back. It's going to be a long game now.
For anyone who wasn't with us this morning, Tyler and I were on the call on the 8 a.m. draw bright and early today, and we didn't find out until right before the game that we were not going to have the telestrator, and Tyler was very devastated. There was a little bit of a tantrum, but we got through it, and now the telestrator's back.
I channeled my nephew and threw a pretty good 3-year-old tantrum. You can't give a child a toy and then take it away. That's the problem. You can't give it to me in the first place and then not let me use it for the next game. Now we hear Robbie picking up the energy in the building. Fun event in Prince Edward Island earlier this season, Chelsea, where basically we're in Robbie's backyard. He lived just down the street from the arena where the Slam was played, so he got to kind of play host for the week. But we love having him here on tour. He's the backbone of the energy that gets generated before these games and getting the crowd going. Robbie pumping up the volume. There we go. You may notice on Corey Dropkin's hat that camera he's wearing on the bill. The hat cam will be back for this game. And there's the shot right there. Corey's view of the arena. Won't get it bouncing around near as much with Corey in the house, thankfully. No Dramamine necessary for this one.
Nobody needs to get motion sick.
Some fantastic matchups here on the other sheets as well. Team A, rematch from previous slams and who knows how many times. Mike McEwen taking on Brad Jacobs. We're on sheet B, the young squad, Team McDonald, playing on the sponsors exemption, looking very strong, taking on Team Husley. And on sheet D, Titanic battle, rematch of the 22 Olympic final. Team Edin taking on 3-time reigning Slam champion Team Mowat Chelsea, going for their 4th. It's hard not to get distracted and look at other sheets when you have games like that going on. How often can you say you get an Olympic final rematch right in front of you? But nope, you got to pay attention to the sheet next to it.
Yeah, it's like a tease. You got to try not to look over there.
Good scouting opportunity for myself here as well. I'll be doing broadcasting for the U.S. Nationals, at least on the men's side. Be coaching on the women's side for Team Benson, my sister squad. But get a good look at Team Dropkin in what will be, I believe, their last event before they play in the Nationals in Duluth. For those in the area, would love to see you in Duluth for the national championships as well. It's going to be hopping in that building, curling hotbed in the United States, Pioneer Hall in the Duluth Entertainment Convention Center, and the Curling Club Chelsea will be the patch for the week for that
dangerous.
event. That club has been dangerous for all of us over the years.
So it looks like John Epping did win that draw to the button, so he'll have the hammer to start us out here.
And we did get the lineup correct as well. Crack research squad up here in the booth, which was me just yelling across to Connor Negevin doing the other game and asking and confirming. So we'll get this underway. Dropkin going center to start off. Oh, my telestrator screen froze already, but I fixed it.
Good job.
I hit refresh. That was all I had, so.
You're so tech savvy.
That's the extent of it right
Tight
there.
side. Should be all there. Middle of logo.
Chelsea, as we mentioned, Team Dropkin playing with a slightly different lineup than what we've seen from them in the last couple of years. Corey still in the house and throwing last, and he'd kind of rotated a little bit too between sweeping, and they had Andrew Stapera in the house for a while, but with Corey still throwing last. Now skipping and throwing last stones, but Tom Howell sliding down to the third position from his lead spot. Mark Fenner sliding back to lead, and Andrew Stapera, who'd been playing third, playing second. You can keep track at home.
Okay, starting to curl now.
The Team Epping, nothing different. It's the lineup that we've seen from them for the last couple seasons. The Horgan brothers sandwiched in the middle of John Epping and Ian McMillan.
No one wasting any time here. We got a couple guards already, so no hesitation from either of these teams. We're getting right to it.
Commentator's dream. Center guard and corner guard starting things off.
Where are we? Top 8, top 12, top 12. Keep it moving,
Looks like it's got a long ways to go to get to top 8.
Line's good. Curl when you can.
Curl, you swing.
Keep it moving, Tom. Fight the floor if you can.
And a good sweep there from Stapera and Howell to get that to top 4.
50.
Ooh, that kept just gliding.
Yeah, Tommy's saying the same thing. We thought that had a long ways to go and just kept gliding.
Yeah, I think they thought that with the guard, too. They didn't mind it out of his hand, and it just barely stayed out of the ring. So we've seen the ice be quite fast all week here, and it doesn't look like that's about to change anytime soon.
It was a good throw. Nice pair.
Line's good.
It's good.
Line's really good.
Top 4. Top 4.
Close. Well, go ahead, Jake. Go ahead, Jake.
Bounce a good foot or two.
Whoa, straight.
T-line.
Straight.
Did you say a number?
Okay.
One a little heavy and bounces, rolls to the open, so Dropkin able to play the open hit here with Andrew Stapera's first. Sure, the Ardsley Curling Club watching Andrew playing here as well. Father Bill, talked to him last night briefly.
Curl. Curl. Whoa. Bite. Okay, that's fine. 9-9.
That just rolls
9-9 just looked like a
to
little
mid
max
8
on
foot.
aggressiveness.
Just 7.5.
You gotta assume that's the
First look at second Tanner Horgan. 7.5 we heard Chelsea, so throwing peel but not throwing a bomb here. They want to keep the shooter around as well.
Tanner certainly capable of throwing it much harder than that, so John making sure he knows it doesn't need to be that bomb, just this nice 7.5. That's a pretty controlled peel weight for these guys.
Dead sticks it in. Unfortunate there for Tanner. Threw it good.
It's a good throw.
Problem is if they ever go around. Yeah, I agree.
Friends from Sportsnet now in the building as well with their first live broadcast starting today. If you want to watch the little ragtag bunch, you know, do their broadcasts as well, you know, next to the giant over here in the streaming booth.
Line's good. Tough shot with this. It's always straight right now.
We love our friends from Sportsnet.
Feet. Feet. Close.
They're the long guard here, but need it to be in front of that yellow, so it's coming a little deep, but they need to keep sweeping it to get it to curl a bit.
Good judge, guys.
You like the same
Still
way?
a little bit of air there to play the yellow rock in.
Good sweep.
Important shot here. A couple different ways they can make this, at least to get some contact with red in the house.
Yeah, I think it would be really hard to punch it through that hole. It's maybe possible, but as long as you get one of these red rocks moving, it's going to be a better situation for Tanner.
Yes! Yeah. Whoa! Curl! Whoa!
See if he can get them both to go.
Good shot.
It rolls underneath the corner guard. Second count.
Great shot.
Good result there.
Here we make that. Bite the 8-foot.
You guys like this?
I like seeing Corey go to the draw early here too, Chelsea. This has been something that we've seen in major competitions for him, that the hit has been the preferred shot in some situations where it probably didn't need to be. This is a team that can draw. They don't need to do that. And you know, going to the draw here in this situation, much simpler shot. The run back is far more difficult.
Line's good.
So get your second counter just playing the draw. I like seeing this from Corey.
And you've got some room, some margin for error here. It doesn't need to be perfect, so why not get one of those under your belt early, like show everybody the weight and make everybody comfortable. Sweepers, thrower, all those things, right? So I think smart call here from Corey. This is going to be a bit heavy, though.
Right to here.
Got need to go real deep now, as long as it's still second shot.
Okay, Tom. All right, good judge.
Still a little on the wide, heavy side there from Tommy.
34. Yeah.
What turn you seeing?
Probably the out.
Okay. Can you
I don't
make
mind
that
the
with?
end, but probably
Can
the
you
out.
make it with control?
Yeah.
Out turn hit attempt here for Jake Horgan, third for Team Epping.
Curl. 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 Whoa. Straight.
Trying to roll this middle.
Hard. Yeah, really good, Jake.
And it goes with the big roll.
Okay, there's shot.
It's behind
here.
corner guard. A good result there.
Freeze.
Yeah, I think that's probably better than rolling it behind the center, just because that center guard is so long that it's almost not there. It's so easy to chase around it, and the corner guard's a lot tighter. So really good shot there from Jake.
Same throw?
Yeah. At least that was like as heavy as we were.
Tough stagger on the guards here for Howell to go through. Need to miss the high red center, fairly close to it, to get on that line to play either to freeze or bump on the yellow.
Clean.
Yeah,
Line's
and
okay.
I would imagine that once you get past it, you might see Mark Fenner sweep this a bit to make sure it gets through this hole.
It looks to be through right now.
Really close.
Okay,
Yeah.
clean. Clean, straight, 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 straight.
Really nice from Tom there. Good touch.
Nice throw.
That in-between track too, Chelsea, in the first end, that always gives teams trouble on any ice surface early in the game, but especially here on slam ice. But no issue there for Howell.
Looked like it was going to come off a little sooner, and then never did.
Yeah, really good team shot there. It's a line call because the port is tough, the stagger is tough. It's the sweepers obviously needing to know where the weight is and managing both the line and the weight, and those kinds of shots are just you have to involve everybody in them, and that one was made perfectly.
Whoa. Curl. Whoa, straight.
Horgan trying to follow, play the freeze.
Hard.
This one took a big jump. This might have picked.
Curl.
Now Epping trying to get to nose with the tap. That took a pretty severe curl. I'm going to say that that one got something underneath it.
Yeah, maybe even a footprint or something like that. It certainly didn't look like a natural kind of curl.
We might give that.
I'm just worried that this shot can be there.
Yeah. Do we just come in here?
Maybe a little aggressive.
I mean, what about just right here?
Yeah, that ain't bad.
I mean, I'm also...
Try that or we come right here.
I'm also, Core, wondering if you go here, so then at least you can play that in if you have to.
Yeah, I mean, we know he's coming in if we do that.
I think even with the height of the guard, you probably like to see this draw
anywhere in here or somewhere like that.
around to where Corey's pointing right now.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably the easiest shot of the two.
I mean, I just did it with a telestrator. It's really easy.
It's the best thing about being up here. You haven't missed a shot all week.
If I miss with the telestrator, I'm retiring. From everything.
From everything.
From life.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Let's make that then. Let's make that then. I had you right here, Tom.
Okay.
It took its sweet time, but I think with less weight, I think it'll be better.
Okay.
So Corey's playing the out turn through that stagger again.
Just get by the guard.
I think the reason he's playing is if he feels that it's probably pretty easy to dig out whatever they throw under the higher red and possibly roll over under the corner guard too. I still think I prefer the draw under the red and let them chase there as opposed to playing the tougher draw through this stagger.
Yeah, they should know what this does, but you just saw a bit of a funny reaction on Jake Horgan's. And the other thing to take into account here is Tom Howell got through that hole fairly easily, but he was throwing back 8 weight at least. It tapped that a little bit, so that makes it a lot easier to go through a hole. The more weight you're throwing, the easier it is. So for Corey, needing to throw less weight here, so then you got to get the line right because it's not going to be the exact same line as Tom's.
Whoa! Yeah! Jeez. Whoa! Clean! Clean. Close.
Easy.
Yep.
Weight looks to be all there right now.
Line's good now.
Whoa, whoa. Just here. Just here.
They like the line, but it needs to sit down.
Just here. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, that's going to go a little deeper than they like, but not bad.
Not
Pretty
bad.
good spot. Some good rock placement early in the game here for Team Dropkin.
That's just such a tricky line.
Yeah. Hit it.
You got 14.
Can you try to make this over the top and get rid of some granite?
Just didn't want to lose.
Open up this intern side for me.
I just think they were close to the
See if
center
I get
line
lucky and
early
get
and
some stuff out of here at the back.
went.
Yeah. Do you hate that?
It just went unnaturally hard.
Yeah.
If it ever whiskers it,
There might be a
gets the
spot
box.
there on someone.
You like that? That's what I was thinking. That's what I agree. Yeah, let's do that.
That thin.
Looks like it's a thin half, eh?
Yeah.
Could throw the draw here, and they considered that. John thinking that it's really hard when he's right, because Corey's rock makes that port even tougher. So looking at the double run here and hoping to kill at least one red in the house and open up this intern draw side, worst case, so that he has a shot with his last one, a more makeable draw.
And again, this is a product of feeling that that red guard is too high to draw around for John.
Yeah, if that was tighter, I think you'd see him throwing a draw around it here right now, but it's just too easy for Corey to chase it, and then you're for sure forced. This, I think you're probably forced anyway, but if you made this perfect, you might be setting up for something.
See what Epping can come up with, playing this run in. Oh, really unlucky to not get either of the other two reds. Great shot from John, but somehow finds its way between the other two red counters. So now Dropkin sitting, we believe, still 2.
So this was yours.
Great shot.
Thanks.
I think that's going to be pretty close.
Much better look now for Epping. He's going to have a shot to score on his last. That'll be fairly open.
Yeah, which was his big part of his reasoning for playing that was to leave himself this intern draw. And he will have done that.
It's like the same weight here.
At least this intern.
Yeah, fairly important for Corey to get this to the 8 foot.
Yeah, you got to be third shot for sure.
Might be possible for John to bring 3 into play, and depending on if that red spills over the top, playing the double.
I think you could get it too, so got to for sure be third shot here for Corey Dropkin.
Out-turn draw for Dropkin.
Careful.
From Duluth, Minnesota.
Just bite top 4. Careful.
Originally Boston, Massachusetts.
Line's good.
Okay.
The Broomstones Club still watching
Easy then.
the prodigal son.
Half of the
Just
four,
here.
guys.
Still got to curl a little bit. Just here.
Line's great.
Still got to curl. Whoa.
Easy, sit. No.
Okay.
And just curls a little farther than the
All right, good
sweepers
job.
expected
Nice
again, so that pokes out on the center line side just a touch. Epping still just throwing the draw.
I think so, eh?
So really, Chelsea, if John's drawing, then that's probably almost a perfect spot.
Yeah, I think as long as he's drawing, you're happy because now you make his draw that much tougher by being that deep. But a chase is even riskier for John in a lot of ways because you could give up 3 pretty easily that way. This way, you're probably not giving up more than 1 if you're giving up any at all. So John Epping played his first shot so that he would have this.
Final stone, first end, John Epping. In turn draw, needs to get a bigger piece of the button to score. Touch the 4-foot to only give up 1.
Line's good. Looks light.
Wider path. Sweepers are going hard now. Really needs to go.
They really got to go on this to even get second shot.
And they're really carrying it though. A great sweep to get it to second count. So be a steal of 1 for Dropkin here in the first end, and they lead 1-0 onto the second.
I thought we should have been better than that.
Good, guys.
Would you?
When you've conquered another game, a long day, a job well done, and the final work call, we're your place. Come as you are and fit in comfortably. Mr. Mice, eat locally, enjoy casual.
It didn't come off the yellow until...
Strong first end for Team Dropkin, forcing Epping to draw against 3 on his final stone and getting the steal of 1.
Yeah.
So I just...
Chelsea's seen a couple different speeds on a few different tracks there in the first, no surprise, but really big sweep there from McMillan and Horgan on that last stone to make sure it was only a single for Corey.
Yeah, it seems like that out-turn path that we saw in the last end is probably the fastest. Both teams got surprised a couple times with rocks sliding better than they thought they would. So then the in-turn side just that tiny bit slower. I'm sure it's not slow. I didn't time it, but I'm sure it's still quick. It's just that slight difference from one side of the sheet to the other, which will likely even out as the game goes on, or at least they'll figure it out. But in the first end, those are just always a little bit tricky because you're not totally sure yet.
A little bit of curl. Keep going, Andrew. Keep going, a little bit more.
For that.
Okay, good sweep. What do you see, John?
Oh, good points. Don't think it's on, but you come have a look.
Yeah, it looks just soft.
Off? Okay.
Yeah.
Important for the teams to agree on that. We are playing with the no tick rule again here this week. So even if you're not playing the tick, you need to decide that, because if later in the end, say Corey plays the come around and then John Epping's team plays a chase and you touch it, both teams need to be in agreement about whether or not it goes back. So really important to have that conversation when it stops, whether you're going to play a tick on it or not immediately, because it might come in later in the end.
2 gentlemen out there, John Epping and Corey Dropkin, agreeing fairly quickly. Dropkin going to the in-turn draw, playing a similar track to what he played for his last, coming down the opposite way.
I like it.
Okay, half in
playing
the
this
4
to top
here.
8, top 4.
Top 8.
Line's okay.
Top 4 almost.
A little bit of extra room here.
Top 8.
It's still running.
Top 4.
Still running. 14-2.
T.
Okay, stay close, Andrew. Give me a little bit. Yep.
Under curls just a little bit. Good depth, nice weight.
A little bit extra.
Yeah, that wasn't a sweep to try to get that to go further. It was to try to get it to curl a little bit more.
Okay.
Turn hit here for Ian McMillan.
Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Straight. Whoa. Curl.
See if they can get a little roll underneath here.
Good way, Good shot.
Pretty good shot, top 8 foot.
It's just a bit solid. Nice and gradual in there.
Ice really looks like it's running consistent right now, at least with the amount of curl. And we saw the draw not finish up as much, but that hit, you heard nice, gradual finish
Clean.
from Horgan following that shot.
Clean. Clean. Curl.
And all the players are looking for is for the ice to be consistent. You'd like it to curl and all that stuff, but mostly you just want it to do the same thing so that you throw the same shot twice, you know you're going to get the same reaction. So as long as you get that, if one side's a little straighter or one spot does something, as long as it does it consistently, then they'll figure it out, and the best ice readers will get their heads wrapped around that. It's when you see different reactions that the players get upset and that it gets really frustrating. Comes guesswork, which is not what we want. We want to let the top players do their thing, and if you give them consistent ice conditions, you'll see a lot of shots get made.
Yeah, it's like me with the telestrator. I want to have it every game. If it's consistent, then I'm going to be
Line's
happy.
really good.
The top 8.
Line's really good.
Pretty good, Wade.
Okay, easy, close. Get ready, Jake. Curl, Jake.
Intern come around draw for Tanner Horgan.
Curl, Jake. Yep, keep going. You're getting her in there. You're really getting her going. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Really nicely done by Tanner. Completely buried, just above the tee line. Can't draw it up better than that.
Easy.
Go to the run back here.
Close.
Could draw and sit too, but Corey worried about that perfectly stacked guard and come around.
I don't mind the run there with this early in the end and the way the rocks are set up.
Do it again.
Nothing wrong with that call.
No, I like the call. It just unfortunately aired on the wrong side. If you cross that a little bit and roll towards the center line, you'd be pretty happy. Even if you didn't make contact, at least that back rock is open, and a little unlucky to spin that yellow where he did and leave it for shot rock.
Little wider.
Okay. Similar weight.
Line's
Top
good.
8. Hair heavy, Brandon.
Yeah.
Hair heavy.
Whoa.
How'd
Yeah.
that run?
Horgan trying to get underneath once again.
Yes. Hard.
Yeah, we
looks
gotta
right. Keep going. Hard. You gotta go.
Not going to get shot out of this, but I don't mind as much as long as it's buried. It's to be almost completely buried.
Is that or is it this?
I feel like the guard is the biggest threat right now, right? What do you guys think? Yeah.
You like peel or firm?
Firm.
Firm.
I think I like this call better than the short run back in the house. Just through it, so you know what it's going to do. And like I say, even if you just rolled towards the center, you wouldn't be terribly unhappy. If you hit it in the same spot and spin the run rock, now you're running your own rock in. So you spin the run rock over towards the center line, you'd be really happy with that.
Whoa, whoa, straight. Whoa, whoa.
Audible here.
Yeah, doesn't quite get it. Not real sure I agree with the weight on that shot, just playing firm. Now, you're playing firm when you're worried about sticking it. Kind of just putting the broom where you want to hit it when you're playing peel. If it's the weight that Tom felt more comfortable throwing, that's fine. But you really kind of want to take the ice out of it on that shot when you're just playing kill, Chelsea.
Yeah, as much as you can, and maybe they think that firm is enough weight to do that. But it definitely makes it easier on you when you're putting the broom right where you want to hit it, and then you don't have to anticipate any curl as the line color. It's gonna go right where you throw it, kind of thing, which makes it your job a little bit easier when you don't have to factor in that curl piece as well.
Close. Curl. Curl.
Good chance now for Team Epping to try to put together a big end.
Curl.
They're going to be sitting 3 after this shot, just a matter of where that shooter goes to. Doesn't quite get the roll underneath, so chance for Dropkin, make a double back.
7-5.
Right on nose.
So pretty close to the same weight as Tom just threw, maybe a little more.
Okay. Just couldn't get it going. Like, you got 10 minutes? Or just looked like.
Whoa! Curl! Whoa!
Whoa!
Curl! Curl! Whoa! Attaboy!
Nice shot from Howell.
Good.
You like Hawk?
Likely takes 3 out of the picture, but
Same weight as
you
Ian.
could still maybe bring 3 back in with a roll here.
Poked it a little bit, but it wasn't.
Same weight as Ian.
Yeah.
I didn't see.
Want to get this inside roll this time, even maybe even a little more than he wanted to last time. Get this at least a piece buried so that Corey can't make the roll.
A little bit of a interesting route there from Jake. Let's see where it ends up, Magellan.
Whoa, whoa. Yep.
All that matters is the result. Looks pretty good here.
Whoa. Yeah, curl. Whoa. Straight. Just don't want to go up to it. Yeah, perfect. Okay.
Really good shot there. You heard John say didn't want to completely bury it.
Well, and for sure didn't want to stick out the other side and leave Corey Dropkin a double opportunity. So well managed there.
10-5.
What'd you say?
10-5.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we said, results, all that matters.
No pictures on the scoreboard.
Not sure, based off of yours.
On the firm
if
side,
I should be
it's
like
just
making
it's
it
just
tight or not.
straight in that
I
spot.
think let's try that for 10-5.
I mean, unless you get him going. If I get him going early,
Right.
probably. But yeah, yours are going to hold just a little longer than mine. Mine will have
Tom's
a
with
little early
with
break point.
8-5 ran pretty darn straight, but I'm thinking 10-5 we might get a little bit extra curl.
Get it over.
First
Trying to
one,
make the
yeah.
big roll here.
Yeah, it did end up being, but nothing crazy.
Okay.
Not like
Like a 10-5.
that. Yeah, exactly.
10-5 is like a nice, easy control type of weight for Corey here, looking to make a big roll over behind the... That yellow basically becomes another guard for you, so get this over across the center line if you could.
This spot's
Clean. Close. Whoa! Close.
looks really good.
Clean. Curl. Yes. Yes. Whoa. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. 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 No.
Well done by
What a
Dropkin.
shot there by Corey Dropkin. I don't think you could walk that down any better than that.
That's a great shot from Corey. Now that little piece being buried for Epping makes
Try and tap that.
the run not there, so they need to tap this and try to roll open a little bit,
So, like, just-
or even tap to freeze.
yeah.
Is that easier than the top?
Well, no, it's just going to free up my runner, right? It's just going to free up a deuce for me. It's going to free up me to do that. And even if I just touch it to here,
Thanks.
and roll down here is not bad.
Yeah. I was
I think it might
gambling
give us
that
just
would.
better options to score.
Yeah.
Like if I'm there and I'm not shy,
Yeah.
it's really a tough. He just guards. I got to draw for one. I think we got to get this open a bit. We got to tap this a bit. I think you
Waiter,
tap.
you
I tap
think
with the
like
shot.
back
I tap
button,
back
like
eight.
back
Yeah.
nine.
back
So
eight.
Jake's suggesting that, and he's right, the draw is the easier way to get shot rock here. You could just freeze it with the out turn, but John worried that if he does that, because he doesn't have access to that yellow
like
rock
this?
right now, if he does that, he's likely going to end up being forced anyway. So by playing the tap, even though it's a bit harder
It
shot,
doesn't do anything for me, does it?
your shooter will stay a little bit on the high side or the broom side as we're looking at it here and be wide
here,
open so
Margie.
that on John's last one, he'll be able to use it and run it into the mess in the forefoot and hopefully set up his 2 points that way.
That's what I would do. Okay, let's play.
Sure.
So do you think this pot, like just a bit more than I gave you there, obviously? Not too much, though?
In-turn tap here, John Epping.
Yeah, a little bit early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking a little bit of a turn.
Whoa.
Yes!
Sweeper's still holding.
Yes.
Yes!
Hard. Whoa.
Got it by. Really good sweep there by Ian McMillan.
Oh, is that any good?
Probably couldn't have made that much better than that.
John Epping with a dandy.
Yeah, you're right.
Haymakers back and forth here between Dropkin and Epping in the second.
Might line it up too for us.
It's either that or it's like.
Sorry, boys. I wasn't good. I wasn't very aggressive on you.
Is if you end up here.
That's
Wasn't
my
very
bad.
aggressive on you. That's John talking about his release. So he's saying to the sweepers that he just didn't didn't get that running or get that little outward motion
This
maybe
ever?
quite as much as he normally would, and that's why it curled. That's why they had to be sweeping it the whole way, because the weight was perfect. So just explaining that to them that was just kind of the way he threw it.
Yeah, no worries.
Important to be honest about that kind of stuff and to bring everybody on the team into it so that they don't expect it to curl later in that spot if they throw it more positive.
Made our scoring area for 2 even bigger because we tapped the red over.
True.
Right. Okay. Freeze around the nose. Yeah. Yep. Probably right around there. If you're seeing that's hanging, you can come back button around.
So freeze right on the nose here for Corey. We'll leave John Epping a draw for 2, but it's not a terribly easy one. And the challenge is if you do go around this, which was their initial thought, you could go around and get to this kind of top of the button to the tee line, be partially buried behind the yellow, but that brings a potential 3 into play with this run back for John Epping. So
same speed that I've been throwing.
Electing to freeze it on the nose.
Dropkin just trying to make Epping's 2 as difficult as possible. His final rock here in the second end, playing the out-turn freeze.
Yeah, like up in
easy.
And inside out, right?
Okay, line's okay. Do we need to go back behind it? Close line. Line's good for that.
Easy.
Sweeper's calling the weight heavy here. That's going to keep coasting. That'll settle in back 4 foot. So Epping will have a draw. Basically touch the button for 2. Trying to get the skip's deuce
As
after
fast as the draw of the button.
Absolute dandy on his first.
Not quite. 14-6 no touch. So it's like draw the button, eh? Okay. Thanks. Yeah, I think so.
Taking plenty of broom here, just making sure that get nowhere near their own stone. Try to walk this sideways to the side of the button with his final rock, second end.
Line's
With a little bit of an ad there.
Running like it's hot.
Line's good.
Line's good.
I got light.
Sweeper's on it now.
Keep going. Yep.
Line's good, just needs to get there.
Keep going. Keep going.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
And good enough. Nice read by the Sweepers. That's 2 for Epping. And they will take a 2-1 lead over Corey Dropkin onto the third end.
Hold it. It was like, ooh, this is straight. Good job.
15-5. That end they did.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable. And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms? Light as a feather.
It's a Gold Line.
It's a Gold Line. It's a Gold Line.
And is the choice of champions.
There's a place where the world's best curling not only lives, it rocks. Download the new Grand Slam of Curling app and live stream all the action. Get exclusive content, stats, merch, and more. Let's rock.
Okay. You know, of course, the first end it curls up nicely, right?
2.5 rotations.
All right.
Or do you want to just keep?
Good thing we got a steal in the first end. It's like a force. So let's go get a couple here now. Control again.
Great pair from John Epping. Finish off that second end. The old skip's deuce gives him a 2-1 lead over Corey Dropkin.
Yeah.
Chelsea, you love seeing that too in big competitions when someone makes a great shot on you and then you come right back with a better one. And that's what Epping had to do after Dropkin's great hit and roll. That sets up his 2-point end.
Yeah, great response there from John because Corey made a pistol and then John made one right back, and then he would have had a draw for 2 anyway, but if Corey Dropkin could have put his last one sort of somewhere in front of that situation, it would have made it a little bit uglier for John to look at, but just slid a little deep on him, and then a great sweep by Ian and Tanner to get John's last one there just far enough for that second point.
Good boy, Ian. Good shot.
Good shot.
Yeah. Oh.
Center guard up for Epping. Once again, Fenner going to the corner guard. See Roxon
Line's
play
nice.
again with this start.
Right to the broom, boys. Good sweep. Good sweep. Good line.
Just a mid-high guard there, Chelsea.
Yeah, a little longer than they wanted it to be, I think.
I don't think we want it to be high. Top side.
Line's good.
Intern come around draw for Eden
Line's
Allen.
good.
Top four.
Yep.
Weight's all there.
Whoa.
Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa.
Top four.
Line's great.
I mean, I think it's good enough for.
We're going to over curl if anything. Over curl if anything.
Epping saying it may over curl. They don't want it to poke out the other side towards the corner guard side where Dropkin can play off of it and go towards the corner. With that rock being all the way to the button, Corey not afraid of it, going right to the corner again. Trying to get on the paint.
Probably want to leave this one high in the house just because that guard is so long. If you're just biting top 12 foot and buried, it does two things. It gets you a rock in the house that's buried. It also almost gets you another guard.
Early. Broom still.
Top four. T.
Okay, stay close, Andrew.
T.
Go ahead.
T.
Just aggressive. Keep going. Keep going. Getting better.
Still almost T.
Keep going. Keep
T.
going.
Para trying to finish this and get it
Good
buried
sweep.
underneath.
Good spot. 46.
Good piece
Just
underneath.
It's just an auto dig. Is no problem.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Good sweep.
I'll just broom for it.
This is exactly why. And we brought it back and look.
Whoa.
Tanner Horgan playing the intern dig.
Yep.
Weight's good.
Or just through the house for the weight.
Whoa.
They're heavy. Ha.
Yep.
Back is the call from the sweepers to see if they can get enough of this to push the stone out.
Really
No
good.
problem there. Rolls right next to the number one counter.
Board weight.
Yeah.
Board weight, outturn hit for Stapera.
Yep.
Yep.
Trying to get just a real short roll in front of the number one counter. This is curling hard, though.
Hard cooch.
Keep it there, Cooch.
Hard cooch. Hard.
Your Cooch, the nickname of Mark Fenner.
Good.
Good sweep there to hold it. Clears one, even moves the other behind the tee. Good position there for Dropkin.
It's close. I mean, we only hit a half of that and it flew out of there.
Whoa. Whoa.
Chelsea, you want this one locked right on that red at a little bit of an angle, or would you rather get to nose?
I think,
You're not getting to nose here.
yeah, I think a tiny bit of an angle. I mean, I think you want to get to at least 7/8 of it, but I think a little bit of an angle isn't the worst thing. This one is going to be heavy for them, though.
Just an overthrow there from
Try and make that hurt, gentlemen.
Tanner Horgan. Oh, a little bit of danger for Team Epping.
Southern, nose freeze here. We freeze right here.
I feel like we don't want to leave them that.
It's hard to tell from here.
That was basically a you're on your own, Corey.
Freeze, little tap's good.
Throwing it to a freeze, but saying if we tap it a little bit, that's good too. The miss here would be heavy. So they're just making sure they throw it to sweeping weight, if anything. It's the Bears' second here in this third down.
Clean. Not yet.
Top 4.
Curl then.
Not a big tap.
Yep.
Great stare. Small
Whoa,
bump.
whoa, whoa. Curl, curl,
Just
curl.
do it.
Curl. You got to curl. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. Right to it. Okay. It's a good throw. Good sweep.
Okay, good angle there. Those two Reds gunned up right to the Yellows.
You want to try and nose it?
Good call. Thanks.
Just nose.
I think they're
Try
both
and plant that.
good shots, but you know, if we froze this one and we didn't curl up enough, it's
like
probably
a
just
7.
nose for them, and then it's a situation.
Looking for the run back for Jake Horgan here. Will only ever kill one of these Reds, but trying to leave the run rock, that yellow, somewhere near the one Red that you leave in there and unlock some of that backing so that maybe you can kill the Red later.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Good shot, Jake.
A really good result there from Jake. That raised rock ends up in a really good spot, angled onto the Red too. So Dropkin probably has to play to that stone, roll in off of it.
Yeah, good sweep.
Really good shot.
It's either hack weight so we don't touch this guy, or we play 10-5 and make the double. I'm thinking hack weight.
Might have the same run double if it makes it really good.
So Hackweight looking to hit and roll underneath here and not disturb that back yellow.
Clean.
Just clean.
Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Close. Curl. Clean. Clean. Curl. 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 Curl, 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 curl. Okay.
And moves one of the yellows away. Also chips their Red to the back of the button.
Yep.
Yeah, won't be terribly happy with that. That needed to curl a bit to get
Is that heavy?
get to the inside to not touch your own shot rock. They were trying to not even touch the yellow, so needed to curl a fair bit more. And that is that side where we've seen them under curl a fair bit of the time. So keep an eye on that out turn.
We were at 3/4 sheet, like we were close, and it just didn't take the extra curl at the end. So
With that red stone on the back of the button.
was it like 11?
Jake Horgan playing the intern freeze.
Hard line! Hard! Whoa! Line's good! Whoa! Yep! Whoa! Curl! Curl! Whoa, okay, go wait then. Hard! Hard!
Really good line here.
Whoa! Knife. Well, we are low. We're just a millimeter low.
Really good shot again from Horgan. Good pair. The run back and the freeze.
It's probably just hit it right on nose and try and wiggle the yellow.
But from being in some trouble to looking pretty good after those two shots by Jake.
Peel.
I think we're trying to. Just a shade high.
Now this now flips over Chelsea to make sure we can score. So we're trying to unlock the red in the back, even though they're going to lose their own. But could get rid of
Easy.
probably
Close.
two of the yellows at least.
Curl.
Would like to
Curl.
plant this in there somewhere.
Curl, 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 curl.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
it's good
not
throw.
a bad result. At least clears up the forefoot a little bit.
Yeah, to your point, all of a sudden it becomes you just don't want to give up a steal, so make sure you open it up enough that Corey has something makeable in his last one for a single worst case scenario.
Control? Yeah, well, just control in general. You think that's the way to hit
Yeah, it
that
looks
angle
like-
there?
Yep.
To me, it looked
like
like,
that?
a tight slide,
I think so,
and you're just getting it back to the broom.
So to
Just
me, it
stay
looks like
steady for
it looks like.
while.
Are you seeing like? Are you seeing a
I was
half?
thinking and hoping that
Half
it would
here. Control.
bend late like we were
I would
seeing
say
2
just
innings ago.
control.
But it never really happened.
I think half with just control, and we can spin. I think we can spin up to kind of the top of the button. Yeah. I thought Tanner's went in there pretty good.
Right.
I thought you were a little aggressive on the back, and it still went in there.
Yeah, I get that. On the other side, flash it.
It's a control weight here for John Epping, playing the in-turn, hit and roll in.
Whoa! Yep! 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 Hard! Yep! Hard!
Early sweep here.
Right to it. Right to it.
Good.
Just rolls a couple inches in towards the forefoot.
It's quiet, probably. Eh?
Well,
a little bit on you.
Make that double and roll here.
Yeah, we're hoping to hit that thinner and get a little spin up with the shooter back. If it clips that other yellow, and it would spin back up towards the center line, but not sure if that was just a little bit of a soft release or maybe down weight, but it curled on him pretty early.
Because if we only end up right here, then they freeze out. Yeah. Is it ever playing off that?
I don't think you need to do that, Corey.
Could also just play this. A little dicey, but...
It's Dropkin talking briefly about hitting and rolling in all the way over here.
Part of me feels like this is the easiest way for either a deuce or a blank. Because if he plays the dig this way,
Boy, you don't get that roll. John lobs another one in and you're in trouble. You have two shots here, really. You don't need to play that in off, but you can come off this and just roll in a little bit in front. Or you can just play the double.
Part of me's thinking playing this.
Make sure you score.
Around here. But if it is lost,
he's just drawing here.
Either way, I'm seeing force. I'm just thinking, my only thought about that is if they played, back 4, back 8, bumped it back here. Now it's the tougher last one.
Is it this? Just roll right to here. What about roll right to here?
I like the short little hit and roll there that they're talking about. You can make it a couple different ways and get a good result.
Right.
Yeah, that was my first thought too. Just play it quiet. They've thrown this path a bunch, and you could roll right in front of it is good. You could roll buried is good because it's going to queue up a jam. If you leave John an in-turn chase, he won't really be able to play it. So it's definitely this. Coming off the side, I'm with you. It's maybe you set up a 2 that way, but if you ever don't make it, you're really going to be in tough to score, and that's what they need to make sure they can do here.
It's really not a good setup for a 2 anyways. To they make it dead perfect. John's got an out, so
yeah, agreed.
Never any reason to play that shot.
Board weight.
Yeah, I imagine. Oh, yeah, true.
So board weight the call for Dropkin. His option A is to get shot but be right in front of the yellow in the back 4. Option B, full roll underneath buried.
Clean. Clean. Yes. Yeah. Clean. Clean.
Clean. Whoa.
Close.
Yes.
Whoa.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no.
I think I want to get shot. It's good.
I think that's just good enough to get shot rock, too. So really good shot.
Your peel? Or
yeah, just my easy peel.
Yep.
I like there, too, Chelsea. There wasn't a panic on the sweep with the whole curl straight, curl straight. Tom was patient and just clean. If it's on the right path, let it go.
Yeah, we've kind of gone away from using the word clean, and sometimes it's nice to hear it again. You get so caught up in the curl straight that sometimes if you're close, you just got to give it a second and see what it is you're dealing with.
Yeah, just a nice, calm, quiet, clean made. Good.
I think that'll be good here.
So Epping just peeling this stone out. Love to pick it clean if he can, or keep the shooter and lose the back one way or the other. This is picking clean. Yep, good shot by Epping. That keeps the force on for John.
Same weight. So like a nice, easy board there.
My turn not to want to just come up just a hair.
Dropkin similar shot to what he just threw. Same weight. A lot of house to use to roll to as well. His final stone here in the third end. Open hit for one.
Clean, clean.
Just clean.
Yeah, I agree.
Clean.
Clean.
Curl little.
Little curl. Yep,
Curl.
gotta curl.
Clean. Curl.
Clean, clean, clean.
And well done there from Corey. That will be a single. Move on to the fourth end. Game all tied up, 2-2.
All right, guys, good end.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance.
Pushing limits.
Seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Okay. Just thinking.
I don't hate it, but I don't feel like a huge need to do it just because.
A wise decision by Dropkin on his first, just to play the simple short hit and roll and make sure they have that simple shot for one, which they do. So we're 2-2 to the fourth end. Epping now with Hammer once again after flipping Hammer with that 2 in the second. Chelsea, we've seen both teams go to guards to start the ends off, the first few ends of this game, and still not a ton of rocks in play in most of the ends, but good clean game. Neither team taking too many chances here.
Keep on it, Andrew.
Yeah, I did hear at the break, we have the players' mics live during the break as well, and Corey asked the team, do you ever think it's two, meaning two guards, two center guards? But I think with that one being kind of in the middle, I don't know that they'll throw a second one.
Shoot. Shoot, shoot. Yeah.
Nothing different starting off the fourth here. Center guard from Dropkin, corner guard from Epping.
Okay, you're good now.
It's good.
Okay. Yeah, well done.
Top 12, top 8.
And again, with the height of that guard, Chelsea, that Corey electing to throw this top 12, top 8. This is any deeper would be a pretty easy dig for Team Epping. So it's kind of a draw to the house and kind of a guard at the same time.
Top 8.
Yeah, you can kind of get both in one.
Easy, guys.
And if you go any deeper, to your point, it just makes the dig so easy that
just to the broom.
that the guard almost, again, isn't really there. So smart call here to leave this one higher.
Keep going, keep going. It's a good spot. Very nice.
Oh, okay. Okay, top 12.
53.
Mark Fenner with a strong start to this game.
Little bit early.
Setting his team up well.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Weight's there.
Oh, well then, okay.
Bouncing. Top 8.
Close.
Bouncing a foot.
Whoa, whoa,
Trying to play the freeze. On about half this stone would be perfect.
Yeah, that's really good.
Nice shot.
Just like that. Good shot from Ian McMillan. Also a strong start to the game from him.
Just a little bit.
Don't know that he's missed much of anything, Chelsea.
No, both leads pretty strong. That's why we've seen the exact same thing play out all of these ends in a row.
Yep. Top 8.
Where?
Might be top 4.
Okay, clean
top
it.
Top 4.
Clean it.
Top 8.
Clean.
Top 8.
Yep.
Top 8.
Yes.
Top 8.
Clean.
Small bump.
Whoa. Close.
Small bump.
Yep. Yes.
Small bump.
Yes. Okay, it's a good throw.
It's just trying to unlock that. Doesn't quite have
51.
enough weight to do it, but not a bad position.
Yeah, the line was perfect. If he could have tapped that just a few inches further, probably is all you would have needed.
Just
Just
through.
weight, and it's probably perfectly unlocked.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
a
Good
sliver.
sweep.
Yeah, that'll be close. The guard's just high enough, maybe.
That was great weight.
Just through.
Good chance to chase and try to chip this red to the open.
Close to the hack.
Well.
That's a good shot there from Tanner Horgan.
It's good. Really good.
I always like those shots, Chelsea, that we don't see as much when the teams start playing these freezes back and forth, battling for position. That you don't see those back house weights trying to, chip rocks to the open, roll away when you have hammer. So the scoring space isn't cut down as much. And so often we see when these rocks do start to pile up in the center that somebody scores one.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
If you're going to try to bring two in, why not try to move rocks around a little bit?
It's the best result for sure. They're hard shots to make because it's so dependent on it's a weight and line combination, which always just makes it tougher. But it definitely is the best result. Now he opened that whole forefoot up by making that one shot. And even if don't end up shot rock, it's not the end of the world. You just got to move that red stone out into the open somewhere.
Give a shout out to our friend Kathy O. Not because I think she deserves it, because she's taunting us with sunlight in a pool, asking if she can be part of the broadcast team from poolside. Love to hear that commentary from there. And I would think, I don't know what time it is where she's at, but there's probably a beverage of some sort involved in that scene. So thanks, Kath. We love you.
Whoa.
Back
Line's
four.
good. Yep.
Weight's good.
Yep.
Back
Whoa.
four.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa. 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 Close. Yep.
Little tap here
Yep.
from Tanner Horgan trying to sit two.
Yep. Yep.
Just
yep,
need
yep,
to move
yep,
that
yep,
stone
yep.
a couple
Well done,
inches.
Tanner.
That's perfect. Should be two now for Team Epping.
Gonna have to get rid of the top one, right?
And we're seeing the fruits of their labor here, Chelsea, with the chipping those stones around, opening it up. Now you're playing for a two without a lot of danger at all.
Yeah, which is the dream. You want to try to set up your two, but especially in an even end here in four, you can't get yourself in so much trouble that you don't have a makeable shot for one. So this allows them to do that without really any pressure of having to throw something really difficult for the single point worst case scenario.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Clean. Clean. Whoa. Whoa.
Trying to get to nose here.
Great.
Oh, perfectly done. Really good shot from Hull. He's been strong too. Shot rock right on the tee line.
Just back 12. Keep the angle.
That was really heavy, wasn't it?
Just back 12.
The only part of this end I think I question for Epping too is the tap freeze is fine, but it allows your opponent to play the shot that they just did with Howell now going nose-nose and getting shot. If you just hit that stone, you're playing wide open for two because there's nothing they can do with the center in that situation. So,
Whoa.
with a 2-2 game, playing the open trading hits for two is a pretty good situation, and there's no hit and roll really that can hurt you either.
Yeah, absolutely. That's you're maybe trying to bring an extra point into play, but in doing so, you might actually kind of handcuff yourself. This one needs to move a mile. Tanner Horgan trying to get this to curl over.
Okay.
It doesn't curl enough to get to nose. We're really easy to get shout-outs from, too. Got our good friend Mitch Billings. Says our sweet dulcet tones are getting him through the day.
Oh, that's good.
Like 10 and a half.
Glad we could help you out, Mitch.
I'm wondering if it's the other turn because of that.
I wonder if Mitch is on his Peloton working again.
I'm kind of thinking the out turn.
Okay.
I think there's not enough.
You still like 10 and a half?
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever weight. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Overall's okay, right?
Yep.
Okay. 10 and a half.
Yeah, we should have. Who else should have?
Oh, playing the out turn, hit and roll on this #1 counter. Corey wants to get this away from those 2 rocks in the back of the house. Roll to the opposite side, try to get underneath.
Clean. Straight.
To make the double and roll here. And just over rolls a little bit.
Oh. Just missed the line call a little bit. Still sits 2, but would have loved to not roll that quite so far.
Just freeze to that one.
Great shot, Tom.
You can't try to get into here.
Good call.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
If we're not shot, though.
Well, yeah.
Make sure we rolled.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's tough for them
It's
to.
gotta be.
Tough for them
It's
to go
gotta
on this-
be
Hate where
more than
yellow
full
is
8.
right now.
Like on the when it stops.
Kind of
Yeah,
has his burnt
okay.
up the middle.
What else do you do? Yeah.
Still not a terrible situation here for Epping. Playing the intern freeze. They can be shot rock here on the right line. I heard Dropkin talking about how he hates that yellow stone at the top of the 8-foot, and I don't blame him.
I don't blame him
That's
one
the one
bit.
that's going to hurt him. So that's why if I'm Epping here, I don't really feel too bad about how we're set up. Even though the center's a little plugged, they have control of it still with where that yellow stone is.
Yeah, that's for sure their opportunity there, and that's why Corey's stressed about it, and he should be stressed about it. It's the one that's going to get him into trouble. So John Epping not wanting to make a move on that yet, it sort of looks like maybe that would be the natural shot, is to go in there and tap that, but you don't need to do that yet. That rock is your best chance. So kind of distract Corey over on the side here for a little while and then make a play on it later.
You gotta keep going, you gotta keep going.
Got to go to keep this straight, to keep the line and be shot rock.
Okay.
Yeah, just over curls a little bit. Perfect weight. Have to make sure you stay on the high side on that shot.
Looks pretty close, but
It's like we're 1 and 3.
Are we shot?
Yeah, Epping thinks they may be. Corey thinks Epping may be second.
And anything in here, they could probably dig and make that.
Good try.
Do you ever just like tick this and spill in here?
Yeah, the problem is if you don't kick far enough, it's just going to leave.
Right.
And I hate going here.
I mean, we can play this. Yeah.
I'm just worried straight freeze leaves a freebie.
Yeah. I think we gotta just bump this guy just a little bit with like back 4, back 8 weight.
And this is where that yellow stone that Corey said he hates really comes into play, because
That's for the freeze, right?
hard to find a spot to throw this to the center of the sheet where it's actually good.
Back 4 weight.
So they're just playing it to the wing again.
Back 4 weight. Back 4, back 8.
Would not at all be surprised, Chelsea, to see
Good curling shot.
Epping come around with a draw underneath their own, too. If you dead bury it perfectly behind, it might just be gunned up to jam.
yeah, for sure. I think you're probably going to see that from John. He's going to need to make a play to the middle, I think, if this shot is made.
Easy then,
Well
easy.
then.
Curl
Well
then.
Clean it.
Curl.
Clean.
Curl.
Straight. Straight. Whoa.
Plenty of weight here. Just have to make sure you stay high again.
Whoa. Yeah, curl. Whoa. Yeah.
Curl.
It's good.
Oh, really good from Dropkin. Sitting at least 1. Not sure who's second, but I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think Epping is going to play to that stone.
No, he's playing this, right?
Yeah, and leaves. I was just going to say that. So now your draw around has to be more precise because of that rock, because Corey can use his shooter from his first one to come off and get at you if you're top button. So probably need to be just top 4 foot here now, which makes it harder to get buried.
Too, right? Yep. So he's gonna have two coming in. I think you want to be there under ours.
Yeah.
But not past that.
Yeah.
Not there. There.
Hard visual
So
from
that I think we're hoping it jams.
my end.
Ours
I thought
comes
it
and
was
jams
double
there and then
curl.
comes over here. Does that make sense?
Yep, it does.
Yeah, I think that's where we want to be.
Came in.
Epping trying to set up a
So I think
double
we just want to
jam.
be just around ours.
Very good line call.
So that even a little higher, so that when it comes back, they double jam.
It's telestrator time
Yeah.
on this one, so
You want to be just top
he's
8
really
shots
trying to
with a
get to
double jam.
here. So if this run in is
I don't think
played,
so. Yeah, because
hoping that
if you could
it
put
could be
right
even a
half
double
around
jam,
ours, if he tries
where
to
this
run,
one
we
comes in
double
and
jam
goes
on-
to
they
that
double jam
too.
on both. Okay. So what are we thinking for speed?
So this is all placement here. They want to bury maybe
Played for one.
Chelsea half, I think would be close.
Yeah, I think you're looking at a half. And if you do that, I think because of the potential double jam, you're just probably going to see Corey Dropkin play a chase because his redstone on the side there isn't going anywhere.
Epping in-turn draw, trying to get to top 4 foot, bury half a stone. Supposed to be, it'll be completely buried around the high center, but half behind his own yellow. This has got a ways to curl right now. This is gliding. 14-4, the call. That should be all the way back.
It's trying to come down.
Wow.
Oh, that died hard.
Really got in the slide path and dug. With that hog-to-hog time, that should have been probably almost through the house.
Yeah, I was thinking back 12.
How's that look? Looks good.
But still open for Dropkin to dig out.
Well, that is pretty close.
Yeah, it's probably the line. It's just not a good throw.
Pandora's box open with the shout-outs now to Joe Polo, because he said he loves us. We have to say hi to Joe.
Yeah, I think so. If we can roll a little buried, that'd be great. If we can roll a
Someone
little
says they
buried,
don't
that'd be
like
great,
us.
Tom.
Do we mention it? Like, if they text in, like, I wish you guys weren't talking so we could just watch this game. Intern hack weight hit for Dropkin.
Easy. Just clean.
Chelsea, you like nose here, so
Just clean.
if it rolled a little middle, it
Close.
might leave a better backing for the draw path.
Curl.
Yeah, if you could roll away, you'd probably want to, but there's not really a place to roll, so you may as well try to get as low as you can and maybe get it out of the way. I think it's hard not to leave backing with that.
Same ice.
But in theory, yeah, you would have loved to find a way to not leave any backing for John Epping.
Great son. Good force. Thanks.
So the draw for Epping will be against at least 2,
I'm trying.
possibly 3.
Keep making some more.
This needs to get half of the 4 foot for their single point.
Oh, really? I was wondering where you were.
Final stone of the first half of this feature matchup.
Kind of missed.
John Epping throwing in-turn draw.
It's like I missed the weight on my head.
Running for line of
Fourth for an end was a bad end, and it's just like, I was like, we won't be out here much longer anyways.
Just sweep for T. Line's good. I looked at this girl. I was like, yep, okay. No backing.
Right.
Sweepers like it, just valeting this one in. That'll stop in the back of the 4 foot for the single point.
I'm just trying to
So Epping will take 1 in the 4th. They lead 3-2 over Dropkin at the break.
Good end. Bit scary.
Thanks.
Bit scary man.
Peace of mind, confidence, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial education. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to make choices that fit their goals. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
When you've conquered another game, a long day, a job well done, and the final work call, we're your place. Come as you are and fit in comfortably. Mr. Mice, eat locally, enjoy casual.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes, unbelievably comfortable. And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms? Light as a feather.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And is the choice of champions.
There's a place where the world's best curling not only lives, it rocks. Download the new Grand Slam of Curling app and live stream all the action. Get exclusive content, stats, merch, and more. Let's rock.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
Pushing limits.
Seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a gold line.
it's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Back for the second half of action here. Our feature matchup of the WFG Masters, fifth leg of the Grand Slam of Curling 2024-2025 season. Live from Guelph, Ontario, Canada. Team Dropkin taking on Team Epping. Epping with a 3-2 lead. Going to the fifth now, Tyler George, joined by two-time Scotties champion Chelsea Carey. Chelsea back and forth affair so far. Epping seemed to get their feet really after the first end or so and put some pressure on Dropkin in the third. But Dropkin with a couple really nice shots late in the end from Howell and from himself to force Epping into a draw against a few points.
Yeah, that end turned around. It was looking like it might easily be a deuce, if not more, for John Epping. And just a fraction over curl by Jake Horgan on the freeze around the corner guard opened up the chance for Corey, and a couple of beauties by Corey himself led to the force.
Yeah, and I think you kind of have to go back to what we mentioned too with Epping setting up a great end, but then playing that freeze tap instead of playing the hit. And just sitting two with a much more open situation. I mean, it's going to be really hard for Dropkin to not give two with how those were set up. If it's just an open stone in the back as opposed to two rocks frozen that you can go nose to nose to.
I mean, but both of Epping's, they didn't really sweep and they came.
Okay, wait, line
like
all
his back
or wait
one
all
was a
night.
14.
So Epping going to the guard, start off the fifth end with the hammer.
Yeah.
So Chelsea, they really want to force a score here, one way or another.
Hard line.
Absolutely, and it's the first time we've seen the answer not be a corner guard this whole game. So for Corey, would love to keep the blank alive, so choosing to go around instead of throwing that corner guard. If you could ever blank this for Team Dropkin, you think he'd be pretty happy.
Quick spin around the other games for some score updates, as you can watch all games with Home Team live on the Home Team Network.
I like it.
Team Jacobs with a steal of 3 in the fourth end to go up 5-2 on Mike McEwen after McEwen led that game 2-0.
We got room.
Hosley and McDonald 2-1 in the fourth on Skip Stones with a pile of rocks in the house there. Donald leading.
Hard here.
And over on sheet D again, the rematch of the 2022 Olympic final. Bruce Mowat leading Nicholas Edin 3-2 in the fifth. Edin with hammer.
Moving an inch is okay.
How do those releases feel?
Yeah, that better. Way better.
Nice start to the end again here from both leads.
I can't say I saw anything.
4 makes.
So I'll just I broomed you 2 inches tighter too.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa.
Top 8, top 12.
The weight's good.
Yeah.
Top 8.
Whoa. Curl.
Top 4.
Straight.
Top 8.
That just glid
Whoa.
way better.
Yeah. Curl.
Than the two stone.
Whoa.
Is that a word, Chelsea? Tom said that rock glid.
You know what, I think it is, but it always sounds awkward to me.
It's so strange. Glided?
Yeah.
Glowed. There it is.
Let's make
That's
up
the
our
one.
own.
3 perfect freezes. Stacking up in the top of the house.
Clean.
Quick decision from Dropkin to play the peel.
Clean.
Again, this 5th end is 0 or 2 end, Chelsea. They're trying to keep both options on the table. Center guard is the most dangerous rock for the team with Hammer in that situation.
We're here.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing
Blank
for the first time, it's not both teams playing offensive, which it's kind of felt like it has been this whole game until now, where now Corey's gone to defense mode trying to keep that blank alive.
I mean,
Yeah, okay.
the only thing I wonder is if on that one we were to come and do a back 8 tap. Kind of feels like we just commit to it now.
Easy early.
Right.
Line's good.
It's really good.
Ends up a steal of 1 over on sheet B for young team McDonald. Their Grand Slam debut, now leading
Clean.
3-1 over Hosley at the break.
Just clean. All done.
Just saw them play in Duluth at our cash spiel a few weeks back. Lost the final to John Epping. Really impressive young team.
Yeah, really good young team. I've spent some time at the Heather Curling Club in Winnipeg, and I don't think I've ever been there where they're not there practicing at least some subsection of them. So they work really, really hard, and they've been around a couple of years now, and you'll be seeing them at Grand Slams for a long, long time.
Peel. I like blank here. Pretty conservative 4. Maybe blank 7.
Clean. Yep. Clean.
Para trying to come around. Unlocks.
Okay, it's a good throw.
Yellow rolls to the wing.
You want to go around it? Or do you want to nose this?
So at least their stone now is
Come on the nose.
I think it's better.
shot rock.
Yeah.
He thinks it's better. I'm not
We
sure.
have a crazy amount of good options.
I'm kind of seeing 8. Are you feeling
Not
like?
many.
Are you feeling 7.5? 7.5?
Yeah.
Nice shot, Andrew.
Pretty good.
I don't know. Chelsea, is it good or not?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. You could tell the shooter, good job. You made the shot I called.
Yeah.
I don't know what a better option.
You did what you were asked. I'm just not sure if it's what we should have been asking for or not.
Curl. Whoa. Straight.
So now Epping playing the run instead, but this is curling right out of hand for Horgan.
Okay.
Little operator error on that one. Jake popped up immediately.
Right.
All right, that we
Probably
make
just a
this
little
now.
bit soft on the release.
I think
Preference.
we just try and light 2.
10-5.
10-5. Careful.
Clean.
Careful. Careful.
Powell playing the open hit.
Curl.
Rock on the wing.
Curl. Curl. Clean. Straight. 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 Sit. 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 Okay.
May have rolled just too far. It's close.
It's close.
Same weight, just a hair high.
John thinks that the red will make contact. He's trying to get both reds to go, but should be able to keep both yellows in as well. Or John say a hair high. Needs to be high to make sure the 2 reds make contact with each other.
Yeah, get that to drag over a little bit.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
But if the shooter stays, at least then you can still keep the force in play. And Epping correct, that does go. Pretty straightforward double left for Howell, so blank looking very likely.
Half.
I don't know that John had a lot of choice there, though, Chelsea. I think you got to take the out with the lead there and make sure you avoid the 2. There's no steal in play.
Yeah, I think if you had to make Jake's to have a chance with for a force. I think that run back, and so once that wasn't made, you probably just need to take your medicine here a little bit.
Curl. Get out of there. Okay.
Ooh, just barely wiggles that one out for Tommy.
Try and go around this thing or no?
But good enough.
You like that? You okay with that?
And now we get the skill shot from Mr. Epping. Good out-turn. Should we call it a come-around draw?
I think you have to. Technically, that's what he's trying to do, but these aren't
easy. That, or you just want to go open?
One of the few times that there's only one rock in play.
Just a hair slower inside
you're going around it, but if you make it perfectly behind it, it's a bad shot.
Okay. Yeah, I think you run out of rings if you're perfectly behind it.
Might be touching.
Maybe close. Yeah.
So we'll see how good Mr. Epping is here. Just trying to wrap as much as possible around and still have a bit of the paint. At least make this difficult for Corey.
Line's good. A little bit of room.
Line will be good.
Got room.
No, we got a curl.
Ian's in. Yeah.
Gonna have to take this behind the tee to try to bury any of it. This will be full 12 in the back. Dropkin will have all of it still.
Like 10-5.
Well thrown there by John Epping, based on the camera angle that we have, so probably just a little bit too much ice.
5 right here.
I kind of threw it because I tried to throw it thinking, let's get this going in there. That's okay. Thanks.
10-5. Roll the center line.
Well, John, you didn't get it going in there because you just throw it too clean.
Tried to get it going in there.
You're too good.
They just plowed a little early. They thought it was light, obviously.
I think the Sedin narrowly missing a shot for 3 against Mowat, but does get 2. They're leading 4-3 over the 3-time defending Slam champ. On to the 6th. We'll keep an eye on that one.
Yep.
Anytime Bruce is behind, it's a story.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very true.
Clean.
Playing a 7-time world champion and an Olympic gold medalist, and it's a story that they're ahead.
Yeah. It's the kind of season Mowat's having. It's just been pretty incredible to watch.
No issue there for Dropkin with the open hit.
10-5-0.
Took me a long time to click that and hold it on the watch so I could wait for you to get up. And when I told you I missed the click, it's because I got the 10-5 2 ends ago, and I was like, I'm going to hold that until he throws a 10-5. It's a good throw.
Thanks. I think we should just leave Tommy's mic on all the time.
Clean.
Epping playing the intern.
Clean.
Yep.
Hit and stick here. He's trying to make Dropkin have to play the blank himself.
It's all right. Thought we were throwing less weight.
So it will be a blank attempt for Dropkin. Quick look at the clocks just to check there. Epping at 14:20. Dropkin 13:15 and counting. Neither team in any danger clockwise. We did see Epping their first game this week. Again, never seen this. Midway through the 6th end at 18.5 minutes left on their clock. I can't describe you how fast you have to play to have that much time left.
I've never seen that. Not since, I mean, if you put clocks back in the day when there was no free guard zone, maybe.
Final rock, 5th end. Corey Dropkin, intern, blank attempt.
Fingertip.
Clean. Yes. Clean.
Corey wants to give the sweepers a break. Tommy wants him to keep going. Blank is made, so Dropkin carries hammer to the 6th end, trailing 3-2.
Good end, guys. Nice work.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
pushing limits,
seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Now, this is our first time.
Dropkin blanking the 5th, keeps hammer for the 6th. Trailing 3-2 in our feature matchup here at the WFG Masters in Guelph, Ontario.
Yeah, feels good.
It's always
Chelsea again, the
experimental
experimental rule being used here for this event. Back-to-back blanks, and you lose hammer. So Dropkin will be attempting to score no matter what here. And we've seen that kind of dictate the style for the opposing team, too, where they play much more conservative, knowing that the opponent can't blank the end and keep hammer. And you know, Epping may have gone in to start the 6th end anyways, but it's pretty much a no-brainer for them in this situation.
Yeah, less likely that they would have if without that rule in play. Still possible, but probably not. But now, why not go in first and then throw the tight guard on it? It's an easier way to do it, I think, with the ice being just that tiny bit straighter than we sometimes see at the slams. So I imagine this one will be always going in again, even.
Just got to be a biter, top 12.
Yeah, you wouldn't see this with this scoreboard without this rule in play.
Yeah, this is definitely playing to the rules for this tournament. Very likely you'd see a guard from Epping in this situation if Dropkin had the option of blanking and keeping hammer.
Yeah, right. Running a lot straighter.
Top 4. Top 8. Top 4.
You're not the only one with hot feet here, Andrew.
Okay.
Jake's pretty.
He's trying.
He's throwing them down, too.
Trying. Sit. Good parrying.
Stops in the top of the 8-foot. Dropkin going to opposite side corner.
Okay. I don't think one's enough. Right.
Curl and go. Right to my broom, boys.
Just trying to get it to even up.
Going, Tom. Another couple feet. Good sweep.
Good pair there.
Yep.
Jeez.
Okay,
well, it's gotten straighter every time. Yeah, it is. She's playing over there. But that being said, not being able to blank this end, I think the double corners is the right call.
Whoa.
Now the center guard will come into play for Epping.
Thoughts on playing this back? That's good.
Can we curl soon?
So. Yeah. All right.
We got to really curl.
You're curling right now, John.
Yeah.
You don't get to play again until tomorrow, though.
Got to really curl. Yeah, make a good guard out of it. Yep. Okay. Good sweep. Good shot.
Nice carve there by Jake Horgan to get that to walk over towards the center line.
Just heavy
I don't know
like
if Tanner was just a little wide or if he set that a little bit, but right out of his hand, John said, whoa, so it was a little wide early and got almost all the way there.
Right close.
Yep.
Just a pair of playing the out turn dig.
Yep.
Trying to roll towards the corner.
Whoa. Close. Yep. Whoa. Curl. Shoot. 11-5. Sit around.
Really like to stay on the paint there at least.
It's okay.
Okay.
It does bite, so not bad.
Fortish.
Probably makes Epping have to chase.
Try roll big. Control. Solid control.
Solid control.
Just control up.
5.5 board. Not bad, though. You can do that again.
Chelsea, you think this is the correct play with the scoreboard here, staying away from 2? You ever think about coming around again and keeping Dropkin chasing?
I think it's again the rule coming into play a little bit here, where you don't need to take a lot of chances if you're John Epping, because Corey Dropkin's going to have to.
That's good for me.
Same shot.
I would suggest that if that rule wasn't in play, you may not have seen that. You might have seen a draw around.
9-5.
It's just a little dangerous. You really don't want to give up 2 in the 6th end. It's just such a big end for that. So tend to want to lean a little more towards the conservative side, but the challenge becomes you can give up 2 doing that as well.
I agree with the call as well. Yeah, the scoreboard obviously comes into play as much as the rule in this situation.
Curl. 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 Stick around.
And does kind of stay for another corner over there.
Yeah, not a bad roll as far as the corner guard goes, but would have liked to make some noise on that top 4-foot one.
Shoot. Just a little bit out at the end, and
yeah, now Epping can keep Dropkin chasing their stones. Somebody's going to have to make some kind of run or dig in order to set up a 2.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Clean.
Yeah, get the weight.
Line's good. Easy.
Just looking to throw this guard right in the middle of the WFG logo.
Curl. 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 Yep, really good, Jake.
Pretty good. Still a decent piece of that showing.
Dude, out of the dig.
I think I'd be tempted to go after the dig here.
I would be too.
The dig's there.
Okay, make it good.
I think we kind of have to get them
hack.
facing us.
And with hack weight, even if you chisel the guard, you likely roll in and keep your shooter somewhere near that corner guard. So I like this call. I think they're just going to make the guard better next time if you don't make the run back. So I think now that you can see a bit of it, you should try it, and that's what they've elected to do. Just hack weight here for Tom Howell.
Easy. Curl. Clean. Curl. Curl, you got to go.
See if they can stick around out in the wing again.
Okay. 11-7.
A nice shot from Howell. Some of it showing on the outside, but good result. Sits for shot rock, and now that's the shot, Chelsea, that allows Dropkin to be able to try to find 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Epping cannot roll in anywhere farther than just under the corner, so that was a key shot there from Howell.
If they just nose this, draw into the corner, the top 8, just like half the full.
I think if you're Dropkin, you kind of want the stick if this is made. Then that in-turn draw around the corner guard has a jam possibility.
Yeah, I think you'd love to see the stick here, and for Epping, you don't really need to stick because there's no blank in play anyway. He's not going to blank, so I don't think leaving your shooter here does anything that good for you. But I do think that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, they're trying to not roll in, and roll a little away is good.
I don't mind coming here.
So good call there from Epping.
Half in the 4 depth.
Yeah, 2 definitely in play now. If this is made, I'd be surprised if Epping didn't come around the center.
Yeah, I almost think he'd have to.
Whether they do it on his first or his second, be interesting to see, because they can still follow with the freeze and play the same shot that Howell is playing, depending on the depth of this draw.
Line's good early. Easy then. Close. Clean. Line's good.
Barely starting to turn now.
Where? Right to my broom. Easy. Line's. It's always curl right now. Easy. Bite.
Needs to hit the brakes.
Okay.
Not too bad.
Good throw, Tom. Good judge, guys.
Just got to be shot after this.
Yep.
Would love for that to stop 6 inches higher for Howell, but pretty good.
It's so buried that I don't think it hurts you as much as if that bounced off into the open, but because that yellow's all the way out the other side, that is lost in there. So I think he kind of got away with it. But yeah, I would have loved a few inches less weight on that.
It just makes this shot harder for Epping.
Yeah, for sure.
It's there anyways, but there's a bigger space for him to throw it to with it being a little deeper. So they are following. In-turn freeze. I heard them say before the shot, just really have to make sure we're shot rock here. This doesn't have to be perfect on line.
No, the biggest thing is getting shot, even if you're not fully buried or whatever. It's just you can't let it over curl, which is probably the only way you don't end up with shot.
And this is curling hard again now too. Have to hold it.
Boys, go. Come on, you got this. Go. Come on, you got it.
Really curling.
Keep going.
Okay,
Keep
where are we
going.
going
Keep going. No. Whoa.
Where are we going here?
Now that's not the first time that Team Epping has had that exact shot over curl when you need to be shot rock. Maybe just a little soft on the release, or
right in the logo.
It was also a little bit light, but it's a question of was it the release that took the weight off it, or was it just straight light, and that's why they couldn't get it there.
So Dropkin looking at a couple options, splitting the house even up or around the center. So
I agree.
This is one option here.
We can be right here.
Yep.
Looking at option 2,
How does
just
that sound?
even up
That looks good.
over on this side.
Back tee.
Tee line.
You can bring 3 into play coming under the center. Corey really wants to make sure of 2, and if this is on the tee line, then if Epping plays the hit and roll, it's going to be deep enough that Corey should be able to dig it out.
You guys like this ice?
Yeah, this is definitely a play to. He's not even looking at trying to set up 3. He's just really making sure he has a shot for 2.
15.
You notice that? Oh.
Easy then.
Just looking to get to tee line here.
In the 8-foot. Starting to move now.
Tee to backside of tee is
nicely
ideal.
now.
Line's good. Just
Tee
keep
line,
it.
guys. Back tee's okay.
Back tee.
Yeah, you don't want to leave this shorter.
boys, come on,
Get
dig,
away
dig,
with
dig,
being
dig.
deeper on this as long as your shot rock.
Line's
or
great.
second
Line's
shot
great.
even.
Line's great. Just keep it moving. Great judge, guys. Great
Good
sweep.
judge.
That really
Nice
good
spot.
shot there.
Yeah.
Good rock placement.
Yeah, make that roll would be probably good.
Good. Did you get?
Yeah, I think so. You try and
Did you get
overroll
that?
a millimeter, but
Oh, yeah.
what do you think in
Okay.
control?
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, it's all good. You still got that 10-5 on there, don't you?
So the best Epping can do on the roll really is coming back to here.
Got it.
Trying to bury.
Control.
And again, it'll be deep enough that Dropkin should have a shot for 2 regardless, but you want to throw something, Chelsea, you can still control the weight with, but enough that it's kind of a flatter roll.
Yeah.
So
2 ends ago.
control is probably
Yeah, this way.
the softest you can play this to play the right
Bit of
roll.
a roll and then made the draw.
Yeah, you just don't want to roll out and leave him an easy draw for the second point. So need to throw it quiet enough that you can control it, but hard enough that it rolls a little flatter.
And this is too thin.
Yeah.
9-6.
Yeah, just overthrew that a little bit. Heard 9.6 the call. That's just about
Play in the
normal
middle.
weight.
Yeah.
It's really up to you. I think the speed's going to be very similar either way.
Okay.
So Dropkin throwing
Sorry, I heard heavy.
the draw to the center. A little surprised he's not throwing the exact same draw. I know you're throwing a more house, but made it so good on the last one.
Yeah, I think as long as that's why he did ask Tom Howell if he thought the speed would be the same. I think if the answer was no, you would have seen Corey throw the same shot to the wing. But it's just so much more visually appealing to throw to the middle. So as long as he can give them the same weight here, then I like this call. But you did hear him confirm that with Tom and then with the sweepers.
Final shot, 6th end. Corey Dropkin, the 2023 mixed doubles world champion with Corey Teesey.
Line's good. Where is it?
Do you
Just
need
needs
the
to
back
touch
one?
8 foot. Sweepers are saying this is a lot right now.
Where?
You need it? Yeah, give it.
If it's back eight, you're good.
Yep, if you need it. Okay.
Sweepers trying to decide if it needs it. Needing it, meaning the
judge.
backing, but doesn't. Stops back 8. That'll be 2 for Dropkin. Retakes the lead, 4-3 over Epping after 6 ends.
Good talk, guys. Thanks.
Trying to grab it.
Peace of mind, confidence, and financial independence. At World Financial Group, we believe your path to any of these goals is paved by financial education. That's why our agents spend every day empowering individuals and families of all backgrounds with the knowledge to make choices that fit their goals. No matter your financial goals, WFG can help you own your future. Visit worldfinancialgroup.com to learn more.
When you've conquered another game, a long day, a job well done, and the final work call, we're your place. Come as you are and fit in comfortably. Mr. Mice, eat locally, enjoy casual.
The two from Dropkin in the sixth end now have them up 4-3 over John Epping. Chelsea, no question about what Dropkin will do with the first rock here in 7, and kind of similar situation to the fifth for Team Epping, where
Go ahead, kid. Go ahead.
Dropkin just wants to make sure that somebody scores 1 this end. If they steal or if they force Epping to 1, very good chance of winning the game. And for Epping, just trying to find 0 or 2.
Yeah, and there's different schools of thought on that, and all the teams would know their own stats, whether they'd rather be 1 up without or 1 down with.
Exactly.
I would suggest not playing for 2 based on the fact that he's drawing around this instead of throwing a corner guard.
And do something. Yeah. You should. But the reason I bail is so that it makes it easy for you to bail. We should just communicate that, right?
This way.
Hey, make it hurt.
Okay. I'll give you a little bit less ice.
Yep.
Well short there, and now 2 guards up.
That picked in Cooch's hand there. He gave it a little, took a little jump, and he gave it a big spin. So something underneath this one, or there was. Hopefully he spun it off.
Line's great. Hard guys, 48. Keep going, Tom. Curl, curl, curl.
Really needs
keep
to
going,
go. Kind
keep
of
going, keep going, keep
a
going.
dead handle you can see there too.
I think there's just something under that the whole way. So.
Yeah, I don't think he quite got it off, but what a recovery by Mark Fenner to even get that close.
Yeah, good job just to get paint. Epping now playing the intern come around with Ian McMillan second.
Bad luck. Yeah.
Line's fine. Wait only. Whoa.
Chelsea, where's your ideal depth here for this draw now for
whoa.
Epping?
It's whoa, always Tanner.
I think you probably want to be biting forefoot.
Well then.
You don't want to go too deep where he can take the whole end away from you, but you need to be deep enough that it's not basically another guard. This is going to go a little deeper than I think they probably would have liked.
Got probably a pretty quick call from Dropkin to play that freeze.
I got a 14-4 on that.
And I think you're going to see some granite start to fly. Tanner Horgan's first.
Yep, bite the forefoot.
And just looking for the freeze here, and then any runbacks that are made or thrown will result in the loss of the yellow, and this one staying right there if this is made properly.
I got light. Okay, I got light.
Top B, top 12. Line's good. Yes. Yes, Tom.
Keep looking.
Line's good, guys. Line's great.
It's real close.
Whoa, curl now.
They're trying to lock this one on.
Easy, easy. At the end a little bit.
Good
okay,
throw.
very good. 48.
Hey, good judge. Very nice job.
Not a bad spot.
48.
Good angle on that stone.
Okay.
Very nice. Great talk. Way to manage that.
Epping playing the draw now, too. Thought maybe they'd start to try to clear things up. You could definitely slash the yellow rock into the red in the top 12.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by this as well.
Top 4.
Yeah.
It's just not a great angle where they're at to try to set up at 2.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Curl. 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 Oh, if you can move this thing a little bit. Yeah, good shot.
Unlock it
Well
a
done.
touch.
You just play that with tap weight?
I do like your call if we can ever play it here. I think you're tapping now.
Just tap it, right?
Space.
Well, with our rock where it is now, it is there. Yeah,
Sure. Give me like back 8.
I mean, what's our objective here?
You heard space the call
What are
there
you guys
from
thinking?
Corey. It's a term they use for the
Let's
amount
try to make this
between
then.
through the house and hack. It's a
Alright,
pretty
we
big
like that.
area.
I think you
So
still
as
need
opposed
back
to
4.
just through or
Back 4,
hack,
back 8.
there's that space area. There's nothing there.
I like that. I've never heard that one before.
Back 8.
Back 8. Clean. Back 4.
I have any more
Easy.
espresso.
Clean.
I'm
Back
gonna get
8.
space right now.
Yep. All back 8. Back 8. Whoa. Little heavy. Close. Little heavy. Curl. Curl then. Curl hard. Curl hard,
I'm gonna
Tom.
tap this redstone
Come on,
up
buddy.
from the top of the 12-foot.
It's okay.
Okay, not bad. Good judge, guys. 33.
Like playing that?
Another one I'm trying to figure out how good that was.
Normal?
Yeah, they would have liked it to curl a little bit more for sure, but I think it ended up in an okay place. Unless this run double is made, and then you probably don't like it very much. Really precise to make it, though.
Hair solid.
Curl. Straight. 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 Whoa.
Trying to play the run in here.
What a shot.
Oh, what a shot. Tanner Horgan.
That is so hard. He made that look so easy.
Fantastic shot from Horgan. Now sitting 3 all under cover.
Peel, bring on nose.
Those, did you see the cow mascot walking through the concourse there a second ago?
I did not.
Yeah, so just so you know, if there's a mascot outfit in the building, then the rookie has to wear it at some point during the weekend. So
Close. Yep.
You're just making up rules.
Whoa.
yeah, but they're good
Yes.
ones.
Whoa.
Run back attempt here from Howell. See how many of the yellows he can get to go. Oh, that's a sliver from getting all 3 for Tom, and ends up just getting 1.
Yeah, a little unlucky there for sure. I thought he was going to move all 3 of them.
That double's coming down.
Yeah, that's a 1/4 inch away from all 3 yellows going, and now Epping with a good opportunity to try to get a 2 or 3. You're looking for the mascot now, aren't you? I think it's right underneath where we're at.
Oh, I won't be able to see him then.
Eventually you will. I'll make sure.
That, or you can come back here or something. But
I like
if you want to split stuff up, like if you want to keep things separated. It's just this is gonna make it just a bigger wall, I guess. But well, he can. Sure, he can. Yeah, he can.
Yeah. If we put one,
we could try to take it away. Yeah.
it's very tough the way these guards are.
It's just if he misses it, he's in trouble. Like yeah. We're into it. Like we're into it.
I think I like this in turn.
Okay.
I don't mind the out turn, but just we've played this a couple times. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's good you don't mind either one, because that's your 2 options, in turn or out turn. I don't like knuckleball.
No. Not usually a great
What are we thinking for
option.
I agree with Jake. I like either the in turn or the out turn.
I can give the same. I think I can give the same as my last throw to this hit.
So trying to come around the outside of that guard, stack a 3rd in. Here to Epping say if they want to run it in, if they don't make it, they're in trouble.
I think so. Okay.
Yeah, you kind of don't want to group them, and that's what they were talking about, because if you group them, then you give them a chance to make them all go potentially, but like, again, it's a risk-reward situation because if that run back is ever missed, it's a bit of a bonanza situation potentially.
Line will be good.
Jake Horgan's first
Whoa.
here in the 7th.
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa.
That hole's
Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Epping working hard at trying to find a 2 or 3.
Probably easier to
Whoa.
throw the run, especially now.
Really good line here from Jake. Don't want to bounce, though.
Okay.
I think that's good enough. Angles actually play pretty well now. They should be happy with that one.
Timeout.
I don't think you can see enough of it on the wide side. If you could, they probably all go.
Dropkin calling timeout. Coach Mark Lazar will come out and survey the
I think
situation.
you probably only got like a corridor,
I don't have
maybe.
a lot of that.
Or you could just smash it. Try to clear that.
I felt like I said it.
We're straight on nose.
And line was tight the whole way.
It's a tough hole.
Yeah, but it's there.
We'd rather hit this one, right?
Just more.
Probably.
I gave you a bigger kick than going up. I thought it was just more weight. Just heavy.
Just thinking nose.
What kind of weight?
It's like it's either hack or board. It's probably board. Like make sure we kill that 6. I think board weight.
I was kind of thinking 10-5.
Oh, I think you're rolling off with 10-5. What are you thinking? You tell me what you see, but we all like this. Is that correct?
I think so.
Okay. Why don't you go to the hack? Tell me what you see.
So talking about playing the hole, going through here.
Yeah, we were.
Rolling in is a possibility as well, but also could stay on the nose of this stone.
What are you thinking about? My gut kind of says 10-5. I feel like
Laporte is big enough, Chelsea. Kind of a skill shot. And playing it with a little more weight, maybe like normal.
I like a heavy board.
They're talking heavy board. I was thinking to get through, throwing it a little firmer and rolling center is probably your best route. So
Makes it easier with more weight, yeah.
Yeah, if they're playing heavy board, it's almost
They're
like
trying
you're
to stay on the
playing
nose, I think.
to stay on nose.
Which I do think is the better result, but you're making it harder on yourself by throwing less weight for sure.
Curl! Curl!
Gotta go!
Curl! Curl!
Curl!
Curl! Curl!
Really got to go to get this by.
Oh, and does.
What a great sweep.
Great sweep, Andrew.
Now, Stapera really got that one moving to get across the guard.
Yeah, I thought he was on the wide one until he got by it. I still thought that even past the hog line. That was a really good carve there by Andrew Stapera.
Got the fist bump from Howell, helping get that one through.
Until the very end.
Really got this thing dancing
It just looked like from down there.
to go through.
Yeah, as long as you got through the
That's a
hole,
game saver, that shot.
Hey, that's why I wanted you to just let me know what you saw. It's a big shot.
It's just hard to get in for 2 right now.
Epping's still sitting 1, but as he said,
Is that any good?
where's your way in for 2?
Yeah, I guess. I would say we just try and.
Is this any good?
Yeah, I just
This is it's pretty tough, but
and if you don't get shot, he comes through the hole again. It's a shot dead buried through it.
yeah.
No options here.
Timeout. I don't know where the timeout people are.
It's running. Timeout's going.
So Epping calling timeout.
It's
Are
pretty
we
good.
opposed? Are we opposed to run that in? Just plant that in there? Is it? Okay.
Anyone? Any takers for this at 2?
It's just if we're not in there, like he just makes this. I just don't know what we do.
It's a tough shot. Tough shot with a different player throwing it. That's pretty good.
We got a time back.
I think he plants that in there. Yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay.
Just so even if we stick this,
Well, you stick it. You got a bit of room. You can
They're
roll it. You
like-
can roll it over into here, and
they're rolling.
I guess I was just thinking we have some options for places to go, and he's got to make the double. I'll have a double to sit 2, and I'm not saying it's the right shot. I'm just saying, like, how do we get? We're
Not that I've seen
I
this
think we
season.
get a good result, but we might not. But what else am I? Like, we can draw. It's just. Okay,
Tough.
let's play this.
That's tough.
Well, it's
I find that
probably our,
shot very
but it's
hard.
probably our shot. It's the best shot to make, isn't it?
It's fascinating, guys.
Yeah.
It's the best shot to make.
Okay.
Through the hole, right here.
I think John's right. There isn't an easy shot here, Chelsea. So you might, if they're all difficult, then play the one that's going to give you the best result, and that's what he's calling. So through the port on these two reds, and what's your ideal depth?
Well,
What do we want out of my hand to make
that's a
this?
good question. I think you're probably looking to be.
Like a top 8 out of my hand?
I don't know that Corey can get through the hole with any kind of weight and come off his own, so I think you're probably okay to be even up.
And it's staggered just a little the wrong way, too. So very difficult draw here for Jay Corrigan.
I do think it's the right shot, though. There's just nothing else that gives you any kind of benefit, and even the other options aren't easy. So to your point, why not throw the one that has the best outcome if they're all hard anyway?
Yeah.
Tight. Hard line.
Whoa.
Jake thought he's a little tight out of hand.
Hard line.
Definitely looks like it needs to go for weight, too. This is short right now. Sweeper's carrying it.
Gotta go.
Can they get it there?
We gotta go. Okay, well, let's just stay in the hole. Let's just stay in the hole. Okay.
All right, so
Actually rolled to a good spot for that.
spins
play
into
that to pick.
fifth count.
I think this picks the yellow. Sorry? Yeah.
Ooh, so what
Not an
Dropkin's
easy hit,
talking
but
about
yeah.
is
Through the port.
Definitely.
getting this here.
We've also got the draw.
This shoots
He's
over,
probably drawing.
picks both out.
Just sit right there.
Entertaining, man.
This is.
I agree, John.
Yeah, we
Very
agree.
entertaining end.
Every hand's got lots of rocks in play.
I'd almost rather get rid of that.
First thought's this.
Turning my head sideways, trying to figure out if that angle is there.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's there, but I think that if you make it, even like if you throw it in, even if it doesn't touch it, your shooter stays in a good spot if you're hitting it on the nose. So I don't hate trying it, but
Right.
you also don't need to. There's not really a good way in for two right now if you take away this yellow rock.
It would also unlock that red stone, too.
Yes,
so
yeah.
Epping could come through the hole and just hit the open red and still sit two.
Yeah.
Board weight.
Board 2.
Right there. Board weight. Like a third to thin third. Board weight.
Gotta be honest, I'm not exactly sure
Trying to get another one in there somehow, some way.
where they're trying to go. Maybe trying to bump their own red on the center line back. But, boy, I wouldn't want to open up this yellow stone for Epping.
I think they're going. I think he's trying to hit the yellow through the hole.
Clean. Curl. Curl.
If you can get through there,
Clean. Curl.
bump it
curl.
over,
Curl.
you don't want to leave a port for John either.
I think your shooter goes straight into the other red is what he's hoping.
Watch
But
the bounce. Good.
Yeah, it's walled off pretty
Pretty
good.
good, yeah.
I think a third would have been a little too thin.
Good
May
weight call
have
early.
left a port. So hitting it a little thicker actually might have been good there for Corey.
and I don't think the draw. I don't think there's a hole there at all now for the draw. So
I don't.
mission accomplished there for Corey Dropkin.
Yeah, I don't think Epping has much of a choice but to play the intern tap now on their yellow in the top of the 8-foot and hope that Corey doesn't make the tap on the center.
Getting all the way out.
I agree.
I like that core.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a good spot.
I don't know if I
Now
like
we have the
that.
tap to not even give them really much of a shot.
If I hit this, will I be shot?
Which tap?
If
do you
I'm
like?
2, if I hit this and roll to here?
Like the one on the inside. closest
Or what
to
if I
the
hit it
line,
thin
To make his draw
and
tough.
spin it back into
Because if you
here?
tap this one, it opens up the draw.
Yeah.
Or the in-off.
Wow.
It probably, if you make it really good, he probably just plays the in-off
What's that?
too.
Oh, I'm not worried about the hole. I'm
Depending
worried
on what
about
happens
this.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. So what am I doing then? Try and throw a bit of weight? Get as much to nose as we can?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could leave a triple.
I think it's heavier than that. Like my yellow's not
So
going
they are
anywhere.
playing this in-turn tap, but they're playing it with a little more
I see what
weight
you're saying, bud. Yeah, it'll be
to try to
hopefully
maybe
hard to
bring
get
three
her in
back
there.
into play. So if you can
I thought I got a 14-8.
bump the yellow into the
To me,
other
it's
yellow,
like a solid back 8 shot, isn't it?
get a little
it's some
scoring
weight,
space
it's
to
some weight
maybe
on
play the
this.
tap again on your
Great at,
last.
I have some yellows in the junk.
Yeah, it's a little bit tricky to try to get the tapped rock to be second shot, I think is what they're worried about. But if you get as close to the nose as you can and you just feather that yellow that's behind it, you might get a little spin on the tapped rock back into the edge of the forefoot.
Close.
Difficult in-turn tap for John Epping.
Whoa. Close. Yep.
Trying to get as close to the guard as possible and still double bump.
Okay.
All right. We're going to see the bomb here from Dropkin.
I like that. I like that saying. I think it was better than it was.
I think I agree. And I think they're sitting two.
Yeah.
You can also play that.
Yeah, if you ever miss this.
Like back 8, wait. That's pretty good. He's gonna have a hard time getting 2 if we even just bump it to here. Just line's a little bit
Pretty good for
trickier.
me.
Sorry?
Pretty darn good.
Yeah.
Once we're
Yeah.
heavy, I tried to call your other shot.
Oh, the little
Yeah.
tick.
If you play this tap, Chelsea, it's a pretty good chance if the
Sorry?
weight is there, you're going to get a good
Yeah.
result. There's a few different ways you can make it, even if you just get the second count.
Yeah, I don't know that you, I mean, you'd love to be shot, but you don't need to be shot. You're just trying to tap it in there and hold them to, you almost might be happier to force here than you would be to steal. So
yeah, tap to freeze.
yeah, it's pretty good if you don't get shot as long as it's frozen and John can't get to it, which I don't think he'll be able to.
How does that line look compared to what you had, Andrew?
Back 4, back 8, the call from Corey.
Yours did line a hair straighter, but I think mine will take a little bit more curl.
Big shot for Dropkin.
Speed's still the same.
Just looking to tap the red stone. Top of the 12-foot. Right back to the yellow counter.
I mean, I like his chances of getting the same percentage.
It's like plenty of weight out of hand.
Whoa, then.
Or
Close.
possibly through for the weight. So probably needs to curl quite a bit.
Oh, this might be bad. They really got to get this to walk.
Curl, roll the red. Heart Tom.
Yeah, rolled it in for second count.
Sorry, guys. Shoot. Pretty good, though. Good play.
Not a terrible result. And again, as long as the weight was there, you're going to have a chance to do something good.
Probably a bit.
Yeah, I think they got away with that one a little bit. That was quite heavy.
You were like just through. Yeah, that'll be good.
Ended up spinning it to a pretty good spot, but could have gone south a lot worse than it did.
Yep. It's a little more. It's got to be a little more.
Tough
'Cause I
chip
have
here
too
from
much of
Epping.
it, so
Yeah, we hit like half last time.
so a hair more then. Yeah.
So important to
weight's
get
okay?
this second
Or
point
you want
here
a hair
for
less?
John.
A quarter. Okay.
You can make it two different ways here.
Stay hair more.
Either just clean, chip a quarter of the stone, or come off of the one on the side of the 12-foot. Final stone, 7th end, John Epping. In-turn chipped, trying to get his second point.
Close. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Close.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Looks really close right now.
Yes.
Needs to be thin.
Yep.
13-2, Tom.
Will it sit? It will. What a shot from John.
great shot.
So good. I promise you, folks, that was a lot harder than it looked. And John Epping gets his 2. Now leads 5-4 going to the 8th end.
When it comes to the game we love, having the right gear makes all the difference.
Gold Line's new curling shoes and brooms are a game changer.
The shoes? unbelievably comfortable. And the brooms, lightweight and effective, giving you control on every sweep.
When I step onto the ice, I'm not just prepared, I look sharp.
Have you seen these shoes? They are a game changer.
And the brooms? Light as a feather.
It's a gold line.
It's a gold line. It's a gold line.
And is the choice of champions.
Whichever one you think you can put in the best spot.
On to the 8th end here in our feature
Let me know.
matchup at the WFG Masters. In Guelph,
You wanna
Ontario
hear
here at
last
the
ice
Sleeman Center.
On that first one?
John Epping leading 5-4 over Corey Dropkin. Dropkin will have hammer. Tyler George here with Chelsea Carey. Chelsea needs to be reiterated how difficult that shot was for John. It may look like it's just a little bump,
It's going to
but
really curl at the
you
end.
have to catch it so thin and still have enough weight to make
Okay,
it.
whoa,
Playing
we're
out
gonna
on a
get tight
track
for line.
that you're
We're
not
going to get tight for line.
real sure about the amount of curl either. So that's just so good from John.
Yeah, it really is. He did make it look easy, and a nose bump of that distance is a pretty easy shot. But to your point, because it was so thin, and they almost lost it. They almost over curled it, but absolutely perfect shot by John Epping, and good throw, good sweep, good line call. Another one of those ones that everybody gets involved in, and a huge deuce goes up on the board.
Curl. Line's okay.
I guess I could have got on that early.
Center guard starts things
55.
off for Epping now.
Just
Good,
fix the
Cooch.
line and-
Corner from
Good throw.
Mark Fenner.
Okay.
Just short.
Trying to stack two centers up now. And Chelsea, that first one being kind of a mid-center makes the second one a little more awkward. They're trying to throw two, but to get distance, really need to pick one or the other. And seeing as that one's a little higher than mid,
Close.
throwing this to tight.
Yeah, I think tight's your better option here, but that rock being kind of in the middle really hurts you. You needed that to either be tighter or longer to have more room for the second one, because even if this is made perfectly, eventually it's going to be a pretty short double peel for Corey.
Go, Tanner. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yep, going
Tanner.
in now, so they need to bury this.
Really good.
Nice shot.
That rock's kind of a monkey wrench on this end. It's top 8, just barely, so it still could be a guard, but it cuts off a lot of the scoring space for Corey to use the corner.
Line's good.
It's an interesting rock.
It's not that bad that it's in as long as it's buried, to like you said. So that sweeping that to get it as buried as they did, it actually turns into a pretty good shot when you thought that going into the house was a disaster. It's not if you're that perfect.
Keep going. Everything you got. Everything you got. Keep going. Keep going. Okay. Good sweep. Good throw.
Down to Skip Stones over on the big clash
42.
on sheet D. Mowat leading 5-4. The Dean with hammer, sitting 2 and throwing his first, so definitely keeping tabs on that one. Mowat in a little trouble.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Spinning right now.
Okay, well.
Wait, it's
really
close.
holding.
Coming down.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Gotta go.
Outturn freeze here from Tanner Horgan.
Line's great. Line's great.
This one they're not concerned about over curling, just playing the weight. Line's good.
Nice.
And really well done from Tanner. Good shot.
Well swept too. Those are so hard to place that precise. You can't afford to bounce off, but you don't want to be short, and you can't over curl, and there's just so much going on. So great job to the sweepers on that one as well.
Clean.
Back 8, back 12, back 12.
Clean.
Back 8.
Yep.
Back 8.
Clean. Yep.
Back 8.
Yeah, nice shot.
Clean.
Back 12.
Perfectly.
Clean. Yep.
Trying to unlock
Clean.
this
Close.
and roll under the
Whoa.
corner.
Close.
Yes, pretty sure.
Yep. 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 Whoa.
Just playing now to stay on nose.
Great shot.
All right. Yeah, good result.
Same
The way they were
shot.
sweeping, it looked like they were trying to get it to
Nice
cross
throw.
even more and
This is the same ice?
chip and bury, but it's
You
just,
probably dig the center line one too.
I think, second shot.
Looks like the same ice, so. Okay.
Whoa.
What do you think, Caroline?
Yeah.
It's good.
It's good.
Whoa, yeah. Whoa.
Hair light.
Yeah.
Light.
Hard line. Whoa, hard line.
Sweepers calling this light, trying to carry it as far as they can.
Yep, right to it, right to it, right to it. Yeah, that's a good spot. Really good.
Right, not too bad. Red is still shot rock.
Space.
Yeah. Sorry, I heard like easy early, so I wasn't quite on it.
Court just looking to change the angles up here a little bit. Heard him say that space term again, so that little more than through the house, not quite to the hack weight here for Andrew Stapera.
Close. Yep. Yep. Yes. 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 Yes.
Trying to roll over the pile.
Okay, pretty good.
All right. Rolls to top 8. Looks like Epping is first and fourth on those in this pile here.
A little too
Control.
A little too thick. You heard Corey say would have liked to hit a little less of that and kick that yellow over a little bit further.
Good throw.
Easy.
Close.
Yep. 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 Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. Yeah, gotta go.
Oh, great shot.
Shot.
Oh, picks that through. Is that any good? Now sitting 3 for Epping.
John almost sounded like he'd given up on that. It worked out perfect.
Yeah, I was not so confident with the call.
I've got enough to make the double if it goes over the top.
Oh, Bruce Mowat. The circus shot to get shot rock.
We're trying to make the one in the middle.
Against the loss there, Dean will have an angle run for the win, but unbelievable.
Bruce Mowat doing Bruce Mowat things.
I'll just draw the house on our screen and map the whole thing out right now.
Whoa!
Sorry, boys.
Whoa! Curl! Curl!
Howell playing the double here. It just goes by. So Epping sitting first, second, fourth. Dropkin third.
Either that or
Tommy
tap
knows he couldn't be wide there. Had a couple different results that'd be good, but
Yeah, you can. You just
both
don't
of
want
them
to leave a
involved
double
hitting
in a
a
roll,
lot
and
more
that's
of
a
that
high
stone.
guard.
Yeah. Just
Think
if
so.
we stagger them, don't they go top 4?
It's tough for them to get, like, they got to go back here. I'll freeze. I mean.
Okay. Tight guard. It'll be better release than last time.
Yep.
Morgan playing the guard here. Don't need another counter. Oh, Dean makes the angle run for the win. Breaking news, Bruce Mowat has lost a game.
Stay on it. Stay on it.
Only one, though. They can still win their 4th straight slam.
Whoa, whoa.
Good guard here from Horgan. Just needs to stop. You could probably dig that out if you're Dropkin, at least with that space type weight.
Freeze!
Or even through the house. Corey looking to play the freeze, maybe thinking he wants to set something up for the next 2 shots.
Bite top 4 or top 8?
Chelsea, you like freeze here as opposed to back ring and try to tap that rock back?
Yeah, I just if you throw back ring and tap it back, you're rolling into the open, and
You don't think you can get the nose there?
I don't think so. If you could, then I really like it. But I'm not sure that you can.
Clean. Clean. Easy.
The problem with making the freeze here is that those guards are staggered, so you don't have a run onto it. You have an angle on that. Watch this wide red guard. It might come into play at some point in this end.
The audible there trying to get by is it was just a little heavy.
Do you want to try and get to the nose?
Does touch that stone, and
I guess we just roll. Yeah, just easy hack. You like that?
Epping playing an easy hack.
Just like a soft hack.
Yeah, if they would have got that by, it still would have left John Epping a freeze opportunity, but would have been probably a harder shot.
Epping fine with playing hack here as opposed to freeze because 2 is going to be very difficult for Dropkin, even if he makes a perfect shot on his next.
Oh yeah, no, with that little rub, I think you have to play the hack waiter, but if he had gotten it by, I don't think you'd have that option. It just feather ticked that a little bit, but hack waiter here for John Epping. You think you want to stay near the nose on this tie, or you're trying to roll it away?
I would want to roll away, I think. And I think that's what John is playing for, too.
Curl.
Yeah, it's kind of right in between, leaving that stone there, so now Dropkin has to move that rock.
That thing's a hair.
Just he's got the same thing. Timeout.
Maybe it's just the difference.
Is it this thing?
Yeah, I think if I'm John, I would have rather either rolled that a lot farther away or not at all. So kind of ended up between.
Yeah, but to Corey's point, I don't think you can hit this thin enough to get under that other yellow, so I think you're going to leave John the same shot. It might be a tiny bit more buried.
Now?
I guess it just didn't be in it.
There's almost a lot more good that can happen.
My only question is if you hit and roll to here, and he's got the same shot, he might leave a triple if he hits and rolls to here. Could be a triple.
Could.
If you make this right now, he's got the same shot, and then maybe double.
Yeah.
I don't mind if you crotch it right now.
I think if we crotch it right now, it's really good.
So talking about this into this pocket here.
And I can still chase it.
I just think they're going to
Can't see it on this screen, but we'll draw it over there too. Coming off of that red stone.
I mean, worst comes to worst, they still have this in the last if, somehow, if it comes through. But this is, it gives us the best chance. If he digs and it rolls out, I mean, it's a double for the win. Yeah, I think it's
just right crotch.
Dead stick. Crotch it here.
Oh no, they got 10 seconds. I was like, where's the timeout? I didn't realize you get 2.
Yep.
You only get 1 in curling Canada.
It's quite thin.
Don't say that out loud, John.
Okay. I was like, yeah.
Yes, you do get 2 timeouts.
I wouldn't have called a second timeout. I would have thought we were hooped for time.
Quarter.
John learning the rules as he goes here.
Yeah, definitely.
That's right, young pup. We'll help you along.
Fit quarter.
I can't imagine him not.
Okay, nice and through on this.
It's just
John's
hard
my
to
age,
type
right here. He just looks younger.
Good more.
So Dropkin indeed playing this slash in.
I think our best hope is he's too thin onto just that one and then I have a tap.
Or you're thinking this is their best way in. Much more difficult shot, but higher percentage chance of getting your 2 if you make it. Another one, Chelsea, that's always thinner than you think.
Yeah, especially with those 2 rocks there, you almost, like the miss would be to hit it onto the higher one first and you'd still leave it yourself maybe frozen or something and you might have a chance.
Seen Corey make a lot of these the last few years. Oh, actually spins to the open. Little unfortunate for Dropkin.
Yeah, that was.
That's really the only spot you could hit that moves both stones, that it spins back out.
Just a hair more
weight. A tiny bit thin, but so close to perfect, and you don't want to over curl it. It's a tough one.
You got a minute for your next score?
Yeah.
You got a minute.
Just a hair more weight. Try and nose it.
They nose.
Yeah.
What's going to be the most predictable? The draw or the hit and roll?
The nose hit here for Epping likely will force Dropkin to play for his single.
Yeah, if he's on the nose, I don't see any triple.
Whoa, 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 curl. Whoa, whoa. Curl. 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 Curl.
Should be good. Nice shot from John.
I think my
forward weight.
Or electing to play the hit. It's really Skip's choice here, Chelsea, whichever one you like, draw or hit.
Yeah, the draw is there, but that John Epping rock is kind of in the path that you'd probably want to throw the draw in, so you'd have to go out wider. I don't mind this, but exactly, it's just completely up to Corey, whatever he's seeing and feels better about throwing. There's no right or wrong here.
We're just going off what we can. Good job, guys. Actually, thought Jake's a little confused. I thought he's overcurled.
Dropkin's final stone here in 8 just needs to roll a couple inches on this in-turn hit to take us to an extra end.
Close. Yep. Whoa, clean. Close. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Whoa, curl.
Looks pretty good. Just needs to curl a touch. Nicely done.
Not going to lose that.
Tommy says, I'm never losing that one. So the single for Dropkin, and we will have bonus curling extra end coming up. 5-5 the score.
There's a place where the world's best curling not only lives, it rocks. Download the new Grand Slam of Curling app and live stream all the action. Get exclusive content, stats, merch, and more. Let's rock.
I've stood at the pinnacle of curling and battled in the most intense games.
Out on the ice, there's no room for compromise.
And when the pressure's on, every millimeter counts.
It's not just a game.
It's about maximizing performance,
Pushing limits.
Seizing victory.
When victory hangs in the balance,
I know what I'm relying on.
it's a gold line.
it's a gold line.
It's a gold line.
And it's the choice of champions.
Back for our extra end here at the WFG Masters here in Guelph, Ontario at the Sleeman Center. Corey Dropkin, John Epping tied at 5 in the extra end. Epping will have hammer. Tyler George here with Chelsea Carey. Chelsea felt like the game was kind of lagging a little bit in the first half. Teams trading simple shots for the most part, but these last 3 ends really have kicked things into gear. Very entertaining game.
Yeah, absolutely. It was. They were throwing guards and stuff, but it just wasn't turning into a lot of difficult shots. But they're making up for it in the last couple ends here. 7 was an incredible end, and there was some great shots made in 8 there too.
Make sure you get there. Very nice.
Yeah, we even heard John Epping the finish of the 7th end saying, really entertaining end. Yeah, it's fun when you can realize it in the moment. As competitive as you are, sometimes you can take a look around and say, man, this is really fun.
Yeah, that was awesome. And those are like there's not much more fun than playing an end like that with so many great shots made in front of a big crowd that's cheering for all of them. There's nothing quite like the experience and when you get to play in an arena in front of a crowd like this and you have an end that goes like that. It's one of the best feelings there is, in my opinion.
Yeah, you fight your whole life to be ranked high enough to be invited to these events. So you really should try to enjoy it a little bit when you can. I've been told it's a game, so those are supposed to be fun.
I've also heard that rumor that it's a game, yeah.
Come around, draw stops, top 12 foot
Flying
for
pretty good.
Epping. I don't think John will like that one very much.
Where are we at?
Pass the logo.
Okay. Let it grind. It's Tom's rock, if anything.
Pass the
Mark
logo.
Fenner trying to throw 2 centers with some separation.
It's good, Cooch. Nice pair.
Both touching center, so cannot be ticked off the center line.
Choose the other side.
Yeah, good placement there by Mark. There's a pretty good amount of separation on those, and pretty much dead stacked in front of each other. So that's kind of what you're looking for when you're throwing those guards. So big shot here for
Line's
Ian.
good.
You got to get this one into a better spot.
Line's good.
That yellow that's there right now is basically
Yeah,
just
we're a
another
little
guard
lower.
for Corey.
We're going to be good for line, though.
Top button. No.
Okay, whoa.
T-line.
Well, that's a no-no.
Just needs to sit.
That's a no. Oh, yeah.
And don't want this backside of tee. Yeah, that's not a good
Right on
spot.
top.
So
ouch.
Top T line.
once again,
Fight the
the
T-line.
seconds first stone for the team trying to steal. Very important shot here for Andrew Stepera.
Got there.
Trying to lock this on.
T. Back T.
Easy then.
Top 4.
Just clean. Room.
Top 4.
It's running.
T.
It's running. It's running.
T.
Running like it's hot.
We are the last game out here, and we did just see young
Line's
Jordan
better now.
McDonald pull off
Line's
his
better
first
now.
Grand Slam victory.
Line's
Yeah,
better
congrats to that young squad.
Straight down,
Probably
straight,
not
straight,
their
straight.
last.
Oh, definitely
now.
not.
Good, very good.
Look
Great
at
job,
that one
guys.
from
44.
Stepera. Well done.
Perfect shot.
Locked
Nice shot,
on.
Andrew.
44.
That's a big one for Dropkin, too.
Give me a little.
Do we ever come in top?
We might have a.
I don't blame Epping for looking at
Caroline.
maybe tapping just because of how this is set up now.
We actually wanted it to curl a little more.
I think you still have to try to run, but it's worth giving it a look.
It's understandable that you don't want to because
Yeah.
that's just such a perfectly made freeze and completely covering that pinhole.
Yep.
Big one here for Tanner Horgan. Can he get a couple moving?
Okay.
All right, better than it was. Like to get it over the top and roll a little bit if possible, but not
Middle
too
of the
bad.
logo's good. Just bite the center line. Sorry? That's not bad either. Yep, correct. Dead guard the red.
Yeah.
So you heard the call, just to straight guard the red number 1. They're not trying to
Always straight
completely
early.
bury
Just inside half.
underneath the other yellow
Might have to
guard.
go for tight.
Straight early.
So they're going to leave a little bit of a stagger if they do
Okay,
that.
line's good.
That makes that
Gotta go
double
for tight.
peel a little bit
Go ahead.
easier.
Yeah, middle logo.
Curl now. Curl, guys. Curl.
Watch the weight.
Curl. Curl. Keep going. Curl. Gotta go. Gotta go. Bite the center line. Keep going. A little more. A little more. A little more. A little more. It's a great shot.
Okay, good spot
Great shoot,
there.
guys. 56.
Now, these angles playing really well for Team Dropkin right now.
Same? I think so, yeah.
You got it, Tommy.
Similar shot for Tanner here, trying to run this into the house and unlock those 2 frozen rocks. Probably can't roll your shooter terribly far, but those ones in the house are the more important ones to get rid of right now, I think.
Okay. Whoa.
That was close.
That one crosses. You heard John call that right out of hand, too. Probably a little tight from
replace
Tanner.
it.
Got to guard the yellow, right?
The difficult part now, Chelsea,
Yep.
for Team Epping is
I
not
think
only
just
does it take
over-splitting
probably
center
2
line's gonna be
shots to
great.
get red out of count, but you have staggered stones
What depth
above
here,
it, so
Yeah,
it's going to be
halfway,
really
halfway
difficult to get to that stone.
high. High's probably
Yeah, it's
preferred.
3 shots because you got to get rid of the
Yeah.
stagger first, and then it's going to take you 2 once you do. So definitely some pretty big trouble here for Team Epping right now.
Powell just
Okay,
replacing
easy.
the guard. Doesn't need to be overly tight.
Yep.
They like this
Line will-
top
line will be
side of
okay.
the
Line will
WFG
just-
logo.
Yeah, that's deeper than we want to be. Just got to let it sit. Just easy, clean if we can.
Really needs
All
to
right.
sit. It's
Sorry,
over
guys.
curling,
You're
too.
good, Tom. Wait. You're good. That's good.
All right, so now they can get all 3 of these moving, going over the top, creates an
Spin
angle that
two-thirds.
the shooter can roll away, too. So this is the way out, or at least to give them a chance for Team Epping.
Yep.
How many can
whoa.
Jake Horgan
Whoa,
get
hey.
moving?
Whoa. Curl. 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 job.
Oh, there you go.
Beautifully
That's
done.
the one they needed. So now there's hope for Epping. Chelsea, that was an absolute must-make there
I think tight
for
side
Jake.
of the logo's now the spot.
Dropkin's still not in a bad position,
You
but
still like this
you can
turn?
see the light now for Team
Yeah,
Epping.
they have a chance all of a sudden. They wasn't looking
Need
like
her
they were
more
going
ice.
to. So slight miscue by Tom Howell and a great shot by Jake Horgan, and suddenly Team Epping has life.
And we do say so often that,
Okay.
again, that second's first stone
Go ahead
for the team
early.
without hammer oftentimes is the
Early.
one that you try to win the game with.
Absolutely.
And that's
Clean, line
definitely
good.
the case right now. Stapera
then.
made that freeze perfectly.
It's in. Whoa, then.
Tommy threw this one
Sorry, guys.
just to be deep, too. So, I mean, this is going to be another chance for
Oh, boy.
Epping to run and try
Here,
to
Tom.
Nose is
unlock
pretty close.
these.
Millimeter on
Get all three to
this
go.
side.
Yeah, do you like the same
This
turn?
end is
Do you
turned
like
on
yeah,
its
I
head.
do.
Sure has.
Really unfortunate for Howell, too. Played such a strong game. and
Yeah, he has played really well.
he's going to want both of these back, but we'll see if Jake can make another big one here for his team.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, they like this one, too. And they both go. Great shot from Jake Horgan. What a pair. I think that's 2 triples in a row, Chelsea.
Yeah, I think if I'm
I think it's the guard
Ian
now,
McMillan,
right?
I'm having a hard time not giving him a bear hug right now.
That's an excellent point. I think he might get 3 of them.
Yeah.
6 rocks removed from
Yep.
play.
Just high of half would be.
And 1 shooter going off if you want to count 7
Yeah,
for
true.
Jake Horgan.
Sorry? Can we draw? He's guarding? Yeah. Yeah, I like it.
Dropkin saying, still want the guard.
Yeah, bite the top of the button. Even 4 foot half open. That out turns tight.
So it'll be interesting now, too. I mean, we're already kind of hearing the conversation with Epping, but if they do choose to try to be
Mine's good.
first in,
Yeah, they might switch gears here. You're going to have to make the draw on your last one anyway, so you may as well make it on your first one. You might not even have to throw.
Let it bite.
I really feel him.
good guard from Dropkin,
Okay.
right where they want it.
Good judge.
You guys like?
All right.
A rip.
So I guess,
Like, I'm going to have to make the runner.
All right.
yeah.
Thanks.
Not a right or wrong here, just a preference.
I think we can still make.
I'm going to either have yeah.
If I'm John's teammates here, I'm saying you tell us, what
Yeah.
are you thinking here? What do
Okay.
you like? And we're behind it.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah,
This is
might not
completely a skip
Okay.
preference
Yeah, intern peel.
at this point.
And they are playing the peel.
Back 4 for the event. I don't think he's playing the draw.
And the reason that I think I prefer the peel here, Chelsea, is if Corey makes this right to the button and they are playing the run, the shooter's staying.
Right.
If you don't need to stick the run.
Yeah, I like it too because the worst thing you're going to have is about a 4-foot run back.
That
Or
they
a-
just made.
Yeah, or a chase or a pretty makeable draw. Like, it's not going to be a terribly hard shot, and so that often tells you everything you need to know as far as whether the peel's the right shot or not.
Yeah, it's a good talk,
here
but
to get to
it's.
there.
I think that's the correct shot. Because you can throw a pretty good stone, but it ends up going
Yeah,
half a foot deep, and it's the worst possible shot.
Yeah, if it doesn't curl and it's open and he can kind of chisel off it and roll buried, and
Yeah, pull
then you
back
don't have
forward.
a
Still
single
nibble on
rock
the
run
1
back.
foot.
You're
That's
running
pretty
2 rocks back all of a
good.
sudden. So I think the smart call.
Right there.
All right. I'm looking the end. See it the most. I'm thinking on, what do you think on the center line? Normal? Come up a bit? Yeah. Maybe a hair more?
So Chelsea, just
Like a hair more, right? Normal?
to make Epping think a little too. I mean, do you ever throw this
You guys think speed still?
bite back button
Yeah, that's
and
Pretty
make
good.
the run a little longer? Because John, if you've been listening to him too, he's been talking about the run
14.5 will be
for the
pretty
last
good
2 shots now. And what turn he likes, everything. If you want to kind of make him think a little more, if you throw this backside of tee, make it a little bit longer so the draw is there, gets the gears going a little bit.
Oh yeah, I like even just half 4 foot buried but back half, And so then the run's a bit long, but the draw's not easy, and you make him at least debate his options. I think that's the best case scenario here. I think if you're top button, he's got no decision to make.
Thought Corey got that one out there a little bit on the line. Kind of popped the release a little bit.
Where are we?
And you heard Tom say they have room.
Clean.
Back 4.
Easy. We got room now.
You got some room.
It's Cooch's now.
You got room.
Back
It's
4.
always
We got to
curl.
go.
It's starting to curl now. Line should be okay.
Can we
Needs to
curl,
sit,
please?
Yep, a little bit.
Hard. Go ahead.
Very polite of Corey.
Good.
And there's exactly where we talked about.
Yeah.
So now John is playing the draw, but you're having him throw a shot that he was not planning to throw. It's still a draw to the forefoot, but...
Yeah, I think that's as good as you could do, though. I think he had to put a little doubt in his head, and you know, knowing that that they've thrown that run back all end and they've been making it, that at least this is a shot he hasn't thrown in a bit, and they haven't played this in-turn path nearly as much either. So it's, I think the best case scenario for Corey was to put it right where he put it. So well executed on that one.
John Epping, final shot of this matchup, looking for his first win here at the Masters.
Really good.
He likes it. Sweepers are going early. Certainly doesn't look heavy.
Actually, needs to curl a bit. The line's good. Just get the weight right on this line.
The line will be okay as long as it's to the tee. Sweepers still like it.
Put it on the tee.
And there it is. Great shot from Epping. That is your game winner. Right to the button. Really entertaining second half of this game. Final score, Epping over Dropkin 6-5. Got to be happy for John Chelsea. You know, his return to the slams after a while. Some difficult days recently this week. We don't need to belabor those anymore, but you know, you got to be happy for John, one of the good guys in the sports, and well-played game, and it's got to be a little weight off his shoulders too.
Yeah, for sure. Just feel good about winning that one. Keep your playoff hopes alive. And yeah, I imagine it's been a pretty rough week leading up to this event for John with everything that's gone on. So always like to see a good, basically what feels like a comeback story.
So that will wrap up our coverage for this feature matchup. And back tonight, 7:30, Chelsea and Brent Lang will be calling Team Constantini taking on Team Inglis. But for Tyler George and Chelsea Carey, the Home Team Network and Grand Slam Curling,